pools. A.B.A versus Betel, the long lost brother of Matthew Patel. That's a Scott Pilgrim reference there. You know, I just throw that out there. Got those on me sometimes.
There we go. Loving the pop culture and loving this Potemkin pick so far. I mean, I gotta say, if you're a Potemkin player, you gotta be enjoying those stock dividends.
Oh my goodness. You know what? It's just been constant improvement for this character, even after missing Kara Potbuster for a brief moment. Giving it back was just all the better for the character. Hey, look at this. Wait a minute. Did we only have like 3 interactions? A.B.A just cooked.
I took a sip of my water and suddenly it's saying duel 2 on the screen right now. That's what happens when you give a character loyalist like A.B.A, a character that's as strong and as explosive as Potemkin.
Absolutely. And tons to be feared from this character, but also a little bit of flaws coming from the side of Ramlethal, right? You do have your Rekka here. I can't believe it. You opened up there, still got caught, but no conversion. That sucks.
Yeah, not going to be quite what you need. Oh, -6 there, not going to get the conversion that they're looking for, and now Betel has A.B.A in the corner. Not going to elect to spend their burst, and maybe wanted it, and now it's going to give A.B.A a second chance. I don't know if this was really worth it, Zero.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a little finicky there. There were a couple interactions where Betel was not able to convert that damage. Too far away on a red RC, too far away on our PRC to actually drift and get closer to press that offense. So a couple misusage of resources there from Betel, but we'll see how the rest of it plays out. Honestly, I was going to say earlier, just the changes to Ramlethal, the gravity it takes to throw swords now, right? Like just the risk that you put out there because of how long it takes to recover. You really have to think about your sequencing there. I mean, look how early Betel just dumped those resources in that corner situation, and that started to snowball. A.B.A got that single pot buster, and it just went south from there.
Yeah, I mean, especially when Pot lands Potbuster now. That was kind of the main complaint was, oh, we get all this damage, but where's my Oki? Arxis said, say no more, I got you, and now has given him one of the best post-throw situations in the game to go with that high damage and high health.
Absolutely insane character right now. 6H. Whoa, quite a reaction there. Pulling out the rock from Betel here. Doesn't go for the hammerfall. Nice flip.
Yep, not gonna get the extension, but a burst comes out from A.B.A. Believes they can win this round and believe they might indeed. No punish on that Kara Buster though. Gonna get their damage and gonna get a $1,000 donation, it seems, to this tournament.
I'm sorry.
What?
What's that?
What happened? I'm actually just lost. What just happened?
And just like that, we've only been live for how long? 20 minutes?
20
and we've
minutes.
already hit a top 8 payout?
Listen, Arena, I gotta say, my PayPal is, I'm just kidding. Let's get back to the match. We've got A.B.A on the Potemkin, gets that slide head right now. It's gonna be so scary here for Betel once again. Safe jab comes out, really trying to get rid of that Calvados. Doesn't even need it. And then it's gonna go ahead and close out that round. It's tied up in the rounds right now.
Trying to go for that Kara pot, right? Gonna get the guard crush, try to get the shimmy. We're not activated until you walk right back at me. Nice 2P.
That jab's such a potent tool, especially in that offense. Sets up that strike throw scenario, makes it so hard to jump or backdash. There we go, but the jump out. Is he gonna come out now? Putting him back into the corner.
Still sends it with that Rekka just to keep things going here, despite dropping. That's honestly the better option here for Betel, just in case. What a backdash, but the PRC is exactly what Betel wanted in that game one. Jump out. With this relentless offense from A.B.A. There's no escape. The slam counter hit. That's a game for A.B.A.
Oh my goodness, landing and connecting with that sword. It's just so crazy to think about how that interaction looks. Like one of my favorite things to do in Guilty Gear Strive when I'm playing game is just look at how silly some of the post KO screens look where they do the freeze frame. I'm like, oh wow, that they aren't even in frame and I still hit them in one somehow. You know, I'm not gonna complain, but it definitely looks a little silly.
Yeah, Some of these animations get to be really fun here, especially the reaction faces some folks make when they get that knockdown, the scream. Like, oh, it reminds me of like the Ultra Street Fighter 4 days. You know, we go into Super and make the weird face they see it come out.
Oh man, that was a throwback. One I got though, I can't lie. You know, that's
nice. Okay, cool.
Played that back in the day. You know, look, not dating anybody too much. All we're gonna date is this dominance from A.B.A continuing, gets the burst out. Really wants to keep Betel in the corner.
21 minutes, it showed me the timer. The timer said 19 when I looked at. Now it's 22. So, who's counting?
Okay. There we go. Gets the jab coming out now. Not going to lead to much though. Great conversion, great awareness by A.B.A, and now is sitting at set point.
A.B.A just showcasing the absolute power that is Potemkin.
There we go. Gets the pop buster. I mean, we've said all we could say, I believe, about this offense. Just so potent. A.B.A has barely, Betel has barely had a chance to play the game so far.
Yeah, that's been the crux of it, right? That game one, we had the one corner position, but like I said, early sword tosses doesn't offer you to cycle back, and a hammer fall finishes the job. A.B.A essentially had a perfect there. How much can be said? I mean,
oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
That's not the word that was going to come out of my mouth. But here we go. Let's see what SoCal beauty is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is peak Southern California Guilty Gear that we're about to see on our screen right now. Here we go. But Fubuki, I gotta say, if there's one player who's good at neutralizing the craziness, it's always got to be Fubuki. Such a neutral dominated player, and especially on a character like Testament, it really does cause hell for players who want to go in.
Yeah, especially with the way that Baiken plays now. Like, now that we have the ability to carry through block, I think that makes you a little cautious with Testament. That's almost kind of null and void because you can kind of play that zone. Oh, YRC tries still to turn back, and Kabari just continue pressure with a nice back throw for corner.
Oh yeah, gonna be able to reapply that tether as well. What an unfortunate drop though. Not gonna be able to continue the offense once again. Keeps on trying to get that IADJS to come out, but not quite coming through. Once again, that awareness from Fubuki shining, and that parry from Big Will is going to even things up once again.
Another throw. Do the job. And that's a part of that threat. You see the tether, you're expecting just Zanson pressure, additional button offense. Not the throw necessarily, because you definitely get more damage for just opening the opponent up with a strike in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely really hard, especially when you are at that range. When you know that anything is going to kill you, you're like, all right, are they going to go for the obvious one, the safe option, or are they going to go for the less predictable throw? And Big Will tended to choose right there. However, though, Fubuki answering back with a quickness. Like I said, so hard to try to get in on this player, and I showed it time and time again here in this tournament series.
So hard, and yet Big Will just Zansen's across the screen.
Like I said, this is excellence that you're seeing on the screen right now. Charge Death coming out for the extension. So much damage in one interaction away from taking this first game.
Try to chase the backdash.
Go. Once again, we're sitting at full screen. Runs into the burning building is Fubuki, and now is just going to go ahead, try to close out this round with not much meter to their name. Gets the counter hit, but now has to fight in neutral against Big Will, who has plenty of meters left. Like, go! Zanson to take game number one.
Right, cheeky stuff there, Big Will. Cheeky stuff indeed. And man, Fubuki with some excellent calls, even all the way up to the end. Like, that just shows the threat that Fubuki is capable of at any given moment. It's not over till it's over here.
It never is with Fubuki, I'm telling you. Like, I feel like definitely one of those players who benefits from the download, not streaming too much, you know, has to go ahead, boot up the torrent client, and get you locally on the PC in order to shut you down in neutral.
Now game number 2. We'll see how the offense picks up here. It's so interesting, the round start. I would honestly say it's probably more favored towards Testament at the initial outset. We see Kabari as the round start choice here for Big Will.
Kind of a unstoppable forward versus immovable object round start. Big Will really electing a lot of those advancing options regardless of their startup. And Fubuki tending to walk back regardless of what they think their opponent will do.
Yeah, the further you have to really set up your zoning, you can set up that stain for teleport. That's very preemptive escape route planning there. And nice aerial Grave Reaper to finish the job.
Yep, there we go. Once again, kind of getting that shutdown going. Gets the deflect shield, and now all of a sudden it's gone! What a move to 2H underneath the Grave Reaper, and the parry to maintain that positioning as well.
Not just one parry, two parries. The first one whiffed, and then you did it again.
It's beautiful, is it not? Come on.
No, stop.
All right, here goes Fubuki though. Gonna apply that stayed state, and now Big Will has such a life disadvantage. Gonna be real hard for him to try and get any of this going. No longer has the burst. Isn't gonna bait it out though. And now only one more hit for Fubuki to close this out. Oh no.
Teleport. Fubuki has such a substantial life lead. You can keep playing this run game. Just don't get caught in the corner. And beautiful 6P. You put yourself inside it. It's your fault. Don't do it.
Yeah, I tried to go for the ID over, but the beautiful 6P coming out here from Testament, able to cover both sides. You know, not necessarily because of that hitbox, which again, it is pretty good. It's pretty good, but just the extension of the hitbox from Baiken helping out with the assist for Fubuki to take that game.
Yep, that is really unfortunate. You try to get that cross up, but hey, Fubuki was so preemptive with that 6P anyways. I mean, it's still quite the risk in this iteration of the game, right? With the extended recovery that 6Ps have now, for the most part, like it just evened it across the board in terms of, you know, recovery timing. So you can't just throw this out for free. That is tactful usage of 6P.
Yeah, so I mean, just cover so many options. There's reason to not to really. Great bait onto that guard cancel, like we said, could tend to be a potent option in this matchup as the set develops, but Fubuki able to shut down his first usage relatively easy.
That just pushing Big Will back to full screen position. Try to utilize Stain to catch low, but the 5P with Stain to apply, extend a little bit further, 6-8. Nice setup here. You notice the succubus right there too. He sniped that right back out with that warp.
Ooh, yep, it's mixed. Getting hit there by the 2K. Had some high options as well, and not gonna be able to FD that Arbiter sign out, and now it's gonna go down in these rounds. What a round start with the JD.
Got another one for you. Counter hit off the wall. Get the shatter.
Gonna go ahead with that 6H. So much damage on the board now. Johnson once again catches the backdash with it this time, and now the rounds are all tied up.
Aggressive start here for Fubuki in this round 3. No
Fubuki
burst available, so you're still gonna have to retreat on this one. Nice 6P.
Tried to bait out the burst. I think he's now trying to fight fire with fire, going a bit more aggressive with the round starts, and so far it's paying off. But Big Will has other plans.
You notice that Big Will is just locked in. I'm not going to move. You're going to spend that meter for what? I'm just going to keep blocking. Slash punish for that interaction there. Gun blast right through the projectile coming from Fubuki, which is important because that would have sent Succubus flying towards Big Will.
You got to see what the answer is. This is not going to... Don't think it's going to kill at least. I was going to say Fubuki could show me something crazy, but now I have to try to find one more big read. Oh! From sky high to close it out.
I love the attempt though. We try to teleport to avoid the blade. Like, that's valiant effort there from Fubuki.
Listen, I gotta say, I see SoCal go crazy in the chat. It's happened to all of us. I'm telling you. Like, this is nothing new. You notice how no one's like, what? How? Why do you do that? No, this is just like, yep, another day in the office with Big Will. I'm telling you.
Unbelievable. The aggression. And honestly, that just makes Baiken all the more potent when you're that aggressive against your opponent, especially when you're applying tether in those pressure sequences. It becomes very scary to try to challenge her, And with that change on the parry, like that's also absolutely terrifying to deal with because you're caught in that block string. Like I said, that's still a reversal opportunity for Big Will.
Oh yeah, it's just so scary to play against almost every phase of this character, especially when you're on offense or they're on offense. Neutral game's not so bad, but it feels like Baiken could really turn the tides on either side of that interaction.
Oh, absolutely. And good deep run in here after the high Arbiter side. No burst. You may as well have said it. Look at that life lead. I would be shocked if Fubuki spent burst so early unless it was about to be a shatter there, which might. There it is.
Yeah, knew that wall break was coming and did not want to be on the other end of Big Will with positive bonus. Oh, okay. Shouldn't kill. And go for the Yo Johnson. Just go ahead, break the wall. One more good touch here for Big Will take it. But Fubuki, you know, definitely not out of this quite yet. Gonna get the meters. I guess goes for the parry on the other side. Gonna be more than enough to close it out here. One more round to take this set.
Slow Arbiter again here. Stain state applied. Deep run. Yo, Johnson for the heavens above. Too tall for this ride.
Oh, doesn't quite recognize that deflect shield. Still gonna be plenty of damage. How many JDs do we need? Not gonna be enough to kill, but still plenty of flair on that combo.
Jeez, the aggression here. Whoa. Big Will is insane. Someone said unconditionable player. You know what? I got a problem with unconditional players here. They're terribly harder to keep. I don't see Happy Chaos at bay. It's just inevitable at this point when you're checking out a Guilty Gear Strive bracket, but still has changed quite a bit alongside Elphelt, who has also got a few tricks up her sleeve. Orange Wild Assault being one.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's such a potent tool throughout all of its lifespan. Got Phorealzman versus Nikolai here. Gonna be a really interesting matchups. I know both of the players very well. I know they're both incredibly capable of going far in this bracket. So seeing them meet this early is gonna give us a real good treat this early on.
We'll see here how long this sets up. I mean, hard knockdown, 50% tension still available for Phoreals.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Like I said, I told you the offense was gonna be crazy on both sides here. Phorealzman though able to close out that first round. Nikolai trying to press the slash buttons though. You know, just trying to make sure that he has some control of the neutral.
Absolutely. I think you have to be kind of wild with this iteration of Happy Chaos now. Like you're playing not only that zoning, but trying to get that mixed potential. And wait a minute, I'm getting shades of Exerd, Elphelt here. That shotgun off the wall.
What a defensive sequence though from Phorealzman. Gonna land the back throw. Gonna get there's Ex Machina. Bullets are back. Concentration is in. It's looking like the world is gonna be Phorealzman's oyster, but gonna be a real clutch YRC to turn the tides once again.
Here on these quote-unquote Rekka series here coming from Nikolai right now. And just in the nick of time getting concentration as Nikolai starts the offensive charge. Got a shot here. Slash. YRC is blocked, and we're still able to block in response. The guard cancel. Stank won't save you.
Oh, this is a scary spot. Goes for the overhead, has to block one more, and isn't able to get it done. There we go. Nikolai gonna go ahead and close that one out.
It looked like that Nikolai wanted to try to connect that 5H right after the guard cancel. Not quite close enough for it. The left-right with the JS, though. Phoreals.
Oh my goodness. Playing Super Mario Bros. Going ahead, getting that Goomba stomp over and over again. Oh,
that gunshot whiffed entirely in a perfect spot here to block the YRC with the close slash.
Oh, so much damage. Such a scary spot. Don't know if there's much that Phorealzman can do here. So tragic. You know, the bomb nest was on you. If you blocked one more mix-up, it was over. And ends up finding the win there. I think Mincy is real happy about this one, though.
I see. Wife is winning, huh? So you signed the papers. That's crazy. She threw them at you so fast. Yes, signed. Done. I understand.
You know, at this rate, I think that Minty's the one who threw the papers at Elphelt, though.
True. Honestly, if someone comes at you with a sales pitch like that, just overwhelming presence, some people get overwhelmed, okay? We'll sign anything.
Saying, all I gotta say is congratulations, you know. Love the breadwinner coming through. Here we go, though. Showing Phorealzman that he's got a gun of his own. No room to whip punish at all. Just goes for the PRC to cover everything.
Literally just kept firing a gun, and Phoreals just walked backwards like, hey, I'm gonna let you have it. Like, this is your space now. This is yours.
Yeah, I was like, all right, take it easy, you got it. But not gonna be enough though. Nikolai gonna close out the next round as well. Seems to have gotten a read on what Phorealzman wants to do on offense, but now has to try to figure out that offensive pressure this time.
Push back here. Stank. Oh, very fortunate bounce on that final toss.
Oh,
last year. The back dash was huge.
Oh my gosh, that's such a scary spot for Phorealzman. Now only has one bar. Meter goes stand, but gets the burst as well. I don't think this kills, but this situation might be even scarier.
No, Nikolai's just too good right now with a solid read on the burst, the back throw to finish the job.
Oh my goodness, Nikolai is showing off right now, it feels like. So you know what, I'm not too sure if the reversal super is going to kill. So let's just put the bomb vest on him and do a little jig, get the kill there. 2-0 for Nikolai.
And gosh, I would love to say, yeah, just get a character with that reversal, right? But it's not going to happen here. Like, the way that Nikolai has been just airtight with some of this offense. And you can just see that Phorealzman just doesn't have an opportunity to really get any sort of response, that they're being overwhelmed by the offense from Nikolai before they can really kind of figure out what's next here.
Yeah, it's just even harder too, especially to play against Elphelt with no reversal. You literally just have to be right. You know, Phorealzman finding a way to be right there. Gets the clutch gun flick. Should be plenty of damage and hard knocked out as well. Look at this, so much damage coming out here. You cannot get hit by that frame trap, or else you're going to be feeling it in the morning for sure.
Oh my god, no way, the 2D whiffs, and you just lay right on top of a grenade.
Uh-oh. You cannot get hit once, or else that bomb vest is going to get put on you. Uh-oh.
Okay, not this time.
Oh no, that might be death here. Goes for the Deus Ex Machina, just going to go ahead and kill. What a mistake by Nikolai. Could have been set point, but now Phorealzman gets some momentum.
Ooh. Fortunately was able to recover in time. Could have been a little bit worse. I mean, still pretty bad as it is.
Gonna continue spending this bar. Such a scary spot. No real way out just yet. Goes for the throw as well.
The jump back. Oh no.
Bad. It's gonna be so hard to find a way out of this. And even harder when that YRC is on the table.
That's why we delayed. That's why we delayed the gunshot after the roll. You spoke it into existence. That YRC, and Phorealzman does get their reward in patience. And one more touch. Yo, you reloaded forever. Are you kidding me? No super. It's the final draw.
Oh, holds it out and gets the air. Nikolai stays alive despite the terrible situation.
That's tragic. Great reaction when we get that PRC to be able to challenge immediately after anyways. Deep run up, but a gunshot stops the offense.
There we go. Phorealzman gonna find it here. Good block on the walk back. Looking like we're gonna go for some of these wall slumps.
Crush, just for one more bullet in the chamber.
Playing a little Street Fighter and said, you know what, it's not gonna be Street Fighter with these standing overheads. Phorealzman goes in and takes the game.
Right, putting that point on the board here, that pressure in the corner again, just one, the defense that we have from Phorealzman is huge, especially thinking about how aggressive Elphelt can be and how overwhelming. And Gummy with a $5 contribution to the match, Reno, thank you so very much.
Yep. Dummy, we love you. We appreciate you for that donation. I mean, whenever I play Phorealzman, it's always a bit hard because this man is like, he's like the fuzzy encyclopedia. Like any character, if there's any fuzzy timing for anything, he's always on top of that and is always incorporating it into his defensive options.
That's an expensive Valentine push, but it's going to pay off. We got that positive bonus. Never mind. Wait a minute.
I guess just wanted to, you know, build up some of that suspense. But now it's gonna cost them 50 meter. Shouldn't be a problem though. Phorealzman saying thank you for the gift. I knew it was Lunar New Year, but that was just a little bit ago. Didn't know we were still giving out free money.
Nice. That safe jump there, but immediately goes into the low. We're bursting here?
Well, I kind of see the vision, you know. Can do a little bit of that zoning, especially with the concentration super. At the very least, you're gonna get it back. What a read there on that backdash. Gold burst comes out, and now if you're Phorealzman, there's truly no consequence. Oh, freaking dash though!
Dash up 2P, and that's why it's important to keep pressing the offense, even when Happy Gas pulls out that draw.
Man, what? I don't even know if I can call that a reborn. I just get courage from Nikolai there. Run up 2P when the gun is on you, absolutely no fear. And now it's gonna lead not only to the set point, but also such a dominant life lead here. Man, how is Phorealzman gonna find his way out of this? It's not looking good. Catches Nikolai trying to do anything there. Life lead now reduced to basically 0. Oh my goodness! Plus press onto the flex shield. Such a scary spot! Oh, the Bridal Express! Should have been the end of it, but the air throw instead! As Nikolai closes it out 3-1.
Players, let's go!
This is an insane prize pot already. These guys have been so generous. And EdEddNEddie is going to be so generous as to play our favorite Forgotten Low tier here against a player like SQ, no less. Definitely a brave individual if I say so myself.
EdEddNEddie, the resident last standing Zano player that comes to mind for me with SQ. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how these folks play up against each other. We already have the Excalibur set up.
Oh yeah, sword coming out here. Love me some Sun Void. Not going to get a punish there on that YRC. But no meter on that side. Gets the 2K. No real opportunity to finish it out there. No more Eddie gauge. And SQ gonna find that retaliation right now.
This is big. Not quite gonna get that meter, but we got that corner position with Guard Crush. No super damage outside of Morto Botto. Because we don't have both of the swords, but it's a great way to get that shatter. Hard knockdown situation. Blocks, are you kidding me? Ed!
Ooh, man. So close, yet so far. Had all the right reads, but just got clipped by the rock. Now let's try to find some more of those reads. Has SQ in the sandwich right now. But once again, no more Eddie's going to be a problem, especially with that back throw. SQ's pressure already so good, and with no real tools to handle the rest of it, it's looking real bleak here for EdEddNEddie as they're forced to use out their burst.
Oh, but we got the burst. We are safe. Nice press here for SQ. Just buying a little bit more time. Oh, nice low. Again. Oh! Ate so much damage there from that sword explosion.
And once again, gets caught out there. This might kill. Not going to be able to find into the combo there, though. Deflect shield is out. What good is it going to do? Just has EdEddNEddie caught between a rock and a hard place. By the literal meaning of the word with the close slash to close it out.
I think that was the Blur JP that hit. A little bit of the drift action. Take flight. Ooh.
Man, that SQ offense has just been so dominant since the beginning of this game, it feels like. I mean, regardless of the reworks that we've seen, I feel like one of the things that's never faltering is how much pain you feel if SQ knocks you down even once.
gosh, we're talking about, she wrote that guide entirely on how we're going to run the set play in the corner as Ramlethal. And we've seen adjustments to that strategy over the years, especially at this point, right, with the loss of swords. But that game plan still remains. That push you to the corner, dress for the wild assault, yep, with the positive bonus right after. Once she gets that open, she knows she's going to get it back. But not the flip, that's unfortunate.
What a jab coming out here for EdEddNEddie. Now this is the hard part. You gotta try to find a way to keep SQ locked down, and immediately she's gonna jump out of the corner and put you right where she just was. Uh-oh though. Great conversion coming out here from EdEddNEddie. Should get the Sun Boy to get all of that Eddie gauge right on back. And now SQ is in the bad spot right now. I stand corrected. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, these things happen. It is Guilty Gear. Sometimes mistakes are made.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the applause to push with Pierce right after double overhead.
Yep. Flash cancels out the wazoo. Now he's gonna try to find a way to get this meter back. Has to make one more good play. The blue is back and ready to go. Has 50 meter to put behind it. This offense could look real good if they find the hit, but SQ's gonna find it instead.
She's got tap dust with the explosion to support Marco Bata with a single sword. Yep, get that reset. Your opportunity here. Nice jump. Trying to avoid the YRC potentially or even burst attempt.
Oh my goodness.
Guard Crush.
That's crazy. SQ doing her own puppet character cosplay there with the remote swords. Just tending to stay in that middle game, but now slowly walking them down with these pierces, walking them down with these drills. Now suddenly SQ is the one in the corner.
I do like the fact that Ed was already just setting up the oppose to walk behind that wall to avoid a sword shot from full screen so we don't get bounced right back. The overhead, not able to convert it, but yes, let's take a quick leap of faith here and does steal around.
It's able to find the way out. Great burst. Now things are looking even. Got to be a little bit careful of whether or not that's going to come back. But right now, I think that EdEddNEddie is just excited to fight another day.
No kidding here. Leapfrog. More applause here to hold on to that pressure. Now we got the stand block. Excellent defense here from SQ, but she's still going to get scooped up.
Ooh, trying to go for the fuzzy there. Not going to be able to find it. Oh my goodness.
Ever. Guard Crush to push away here. She's got a lot of work to catch up. That sword not going to recover for quite some time. The orange one's going to be first.
Oh no, the sandwich not quite going to get over to the other side, so all those drills are going to whiff. So much wasted Eddie gauge, but what a punish from EdEddNEddie.
Ed was really fighting for that victory right there. That final touch is all that we need. 50% tensions there. The guard cancel opens up an opportunity for Ed to take up a game.
And two incredible reads in a row is what it's going to take. Said no Eddie, no problem. Gets not only the BRC up to get that wonderful punish, but also ends up finding that JD in the air, closing it out. Like, man, what a performance here from EdEddNEddie.
We take a moment for that breather here before we get to that next game. SQ, she's still going to commit to this Ramlethal, of course.
Yep, I mean, listen, I respect it. I feel like I've had the mantra that I feel like not enough top players take advantage of the time that you get in between games. Like sometimes you just gotta sit down and take a breather.
SQ, she's pretty well tenured in her resume of traveling to different events here. So certainly no stranger to that experience of taking that moment to reset and assess the situation here. Bolt down on burst gauge, resources in favor of SQ right now.
There we go. Said, look, the only resource I need is that rock. Gonna be holding it down on the offensive side of things as SQ goes for a nice little conversion to reset back to neutral.
I mean, we got that Guard Crush, float, and just JK after the drift here. Like, now we got tap dust. Yo, SQ's offense, so much visual noise, so tricky to see what's really going on, but same could be said for Ed. Once we get SQ in the corner, but she's still pressuring very well. JP to jail out the escape route.
Such a disgusting split of offense from SQ. Look at that. So much health already gone on the side of EdEddNEddie. I like that. Trying to play around. I was going to say try to play around the reversal super, but not going to be enough. Gets thrown and gets hit all the way into the next game. A quick one for SQ as she once again takes the lead.
I mean, there's also that damage differential we got to think about too. Despite losing swords for some of our like corner pressure, right, for that shatter, I mean, she's still putting on a world of hurt on a single touch anyways. Like Ramlethal is just certainly not lost for damage at this point, right? Like she has been changed pretty well enough where I think the idea of the game plan of sending out that sword toss being such a risk is kind of realized in this version of Ram. She still hurts. Oh yeah,
it's like I mean, they definitely I feel like the rework, you know, it's like regardless of which way you decide to go on it, at the end of the day, the Ram players have been able to adapt so far, it seems like, and have been, you know, they've been doing pretty well regardless of those changes.
Absolutely. Rebecca, nice. Mortal Bato here.
There we go. Now you got SQ with positive bonus. Probably one of these scary situations in Guilty Gear Strive. Gets the, it's like goes ahead, gets the super as well. Closes it out and now is sitting at set point.
All the salt to continue. Car crush. Oh, are you kidding me? Quite the low poke here to interrupt that sword toss from SQ. Great from Ed. Leapfrog it.
Wow.
No way. We just shut that down immediately. Was that 6B that called it out? I missed it.
Here we go. Gets the overhead on the way down, and now one more hit will do it. Man, I don't know. It's looking real bad for EdEddNEddie. SQ has the 50. Trying to do a bit of strike throw. I like that. That was a good YRC, I feel like, coming out from EdEddNEddie.
Drill, seriously, the final touch that we have here.
Uh-oh, good block up the flow. Oh my goodness. SQ showing that she thinks that she's the one who deserves to win this game. Doesn't have the meter. Gets hit. Such a scary spot. Great deflect shield, but not quite able to make it out of the onslaught. EdEddNEddie is trying to stay alive and still fighting for that spot in top at 48 winners.
Yeah, I mean, we did end up pushing out Zato, but Eddie was still charging in with the piercer. Nice lift off and bring it right back to the leapfrog.
Like that, tried to keep things nice and tricky. Good match coming out from SQ. Good match again coming out here from SQ. Those 2Ks paying the taxes right now. Uh-oh.
About to one final touch.
Oh, what a burst. Good timing from EdEddNEddie. Oh, but it's not going to be enough. The 5H hurts.
I mean, that reach, honestly, it's going to shut down at least. All of them are great. I have no problems with any of those strange conversations you folks talk about in there. Anyways.
Hey, I love it every time. Listen, you guys see me as being a little bit of a stream monster there myself, but hey, look, all I gotta say though is if there's a better matchup to Stream Monster, I don't think that it would exist outside of the pop mirror. Such a goofy one, especially this upcoming patch.
Yeah, yeah, it's so interesting. Armor Pop Buster, almost not a factor here.
Oh wow.
My, oh my.
This is gross.
Might be able to finish.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
You know that was gonna kill there. Listen, that sends you through the wall from like half of the screen's length away. No, hey, doesn't matter though. Shampoo Goblin. Yeah, just trying to figure it out now. Once again, this is a real scary spot. Hot able to, you know, uses a lot of tools against himself. A lot of that armor, as you see right there, coming out here from Baba. You know, armoring through a move, utilizing the armor to get through the other player's armor. This is the stuff that you miss in the pop mirror if you aren't paying attention.
What does Pot do about Garuda, huh?
Well, it's a great question.
You know? People have trouble solving Garuda. Pot can't even solve his own Garuda, okay? Like,
said, listen, guard break for A, but not for me. I don't need to worry about all that. I'm just gonna do it to you.
I can't believe that. Wait, Baba is peach-colored pot?
Yes.
What kind of peaches are you eating here? Hold on. Is my calibration off? Is that it? Do I have the wrong colors?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at it again.
Turn off my HDR? Like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah, what is like the vibrant colors?
Mustard! Yeah!
Goodbye. There we go. Had to change up the color. Now we're rocking the comic book colors. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like so much contrast, such deep shadows.
Sin City coloring. I dig it.
100%. They're sitting from full screen. I don't know what type of neutral they're pretending to play from full screen, but I'm very into it.
It's the mental neutral that they're playing. You know, they're making moves in their head before they actually happen on the screen. We've already seen like 3 different matches happen right before our very eyes. We're just not skilled enough to keep up with it. It's too big brain.
It's like when the Z fighters are watching, like, you know, Goku versus whoever else. They're like, listen, I'm just a human being. I can't keep track of all the actions that's going on right now.
Where'd they go? You're too weak to keep up. Oh, okay.
Can't see the fight. Like, okay, like what's going on? We go there forward. Love that. You know, trying to advance in the non-traditional way. Oh wow, great conversion there from Baba, but actually nothing else from it.
In max range, hammer fall to at least hold this corner. We've seen this before. What are you opening up for? You're in flick range.
Oh no. Such good work with that hammer. Oh! Reactions there from Baba. Gonna go ahead and kill. Oh my goodness gracious.
Unbelievable. Mustard got it, okay? Oh, nice double jump here from Shampoo Goblin. Guard crush, deliver the pressure in.
I'm telling you, it's always so interesting to see the mirror, especially from a character like Potemkin. It's like, all right, you do all of these obscene things to other players, but let's see how you get out of them yourself.
I can't. We're seeing it live, right? You know, whenever you sit down and you ask a pop player what you're supposed to do, they're like, I don't even know. This is it. Right here. We get it. This is why they don't know.
All right, so what you're telling me is I needed to armor through the 5H, and then when you armor through my move, I have to react to it and then Gigantorkai. All right, understood. I'm taking notes. I get it now.
Absolutely.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Mustard gray.
Now it's just gray. Desaturated Potemkin.
Weird looking hue curve, you know, on the Premiere Pro.
Nice Garuda guard crush here. Nice backdash. Pop Buster could be pretty rough. Was that 5090 PC coming though? You never saw it each other or the specs? Let me tell you. Man, that 5090 is a beast. Just like the Pop Buster, breaking the back of any graphics you throw at it.
Oh my gosh, she's too big for the screen. Like, they weren't thinking about what happens if this huge character throws this other huge character, and then it ends the round with it. Oh my goodness.
Could always have more muscle, you know?
Oh yeah. Natty Lord Potemkin right there. Oh,
backdash again, learning from each other's moves. He tackle for out of the corner.
Did you see that Shampoo Goblin's Pop Buster was too fast? So the response was to do another Pop Buster by Bob. Like, what is happening right now? I'm scared. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I Pop Buster whiffed. I'll do it again.
Yeah, and then what's the response? Why not a Pop Buster? You know what? Why not? Goodness gracious. I mean, like I said, this is just the mirror to its fullest extent. You don't get to see this every day.
No, almost never. Like,
not what heavenly. I think that I think that Jamil's, you know, put it into the aether. Here we go. Garudas are out and ready to go. I don't think I've seen a single jump come out from either of these players, so it's gonna make it real hard for that HPB to come out.
Ooh, like they jump at like opportune moments when they're already overcommitted, right? Like it's just there's the H. Oh my God, the Kara, the HFB. Saving you a little bit here, trying to get that Kara. Wild Assault.
Oh my goodness, what a match coming out here from A.B.A.
5P anti-air, you should be ashamed.
Oh wow. This is so scary. Notice how they're never going for double Garuda. They're like, listen, I know that you can fuzzy jump out of this thing, so I'm not even gonna try.
Ran into Flick. Yeah, I mean, A.B.A. definitely had like a good sequence in, I think it was that first game where we just had constant Garuda in the corner. What a backdash again. They're both just,
Oh my goodness.
they know what you're fishing for here.
Uh-oh. There goes the throw. Now only gonna need one more instance. And just gonna wiggle back and forth, land the buster, and is now sitting on set point.
Was going all A.B.A. for so long, and then suddenly Shampoo Goblin unleashed the true potential of Potemkin. And you look at how that far slash is just, that's the interaction. It's just, I don't want to throw it out too early, get whip punished here, and that knockdown off slide head gives us opportunity. So Shampoo closes that gap with HFB.
Here we go. I was gonna say, like, who will commit to the slide head first? Seems to be Shampoo Goblin, and A.B.A. taking pretty good advantage of it. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the backdash. We were looking for that airborne hit. Isn't gonna find it, but is finally gonna find the first HPB of the set.
God.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened to the music? I heard like the speaker broke. Like, was I the only one that heard that?
I don't know what that was. I can't remember.
That buzz just came through. It's like, burn. Like,
the mirror is too strong. I think it's breaking the game.
truly. Too
There we
much
go.
bass.
One
We
final
can't do
match.
anything about it.
We got one final match to decide it all right now.
Duel 1.
Gotta see who is the stronger grappler player.
Just backdash here. Garuda, very early Garuda, get that guard crush.
Uh-oh. Mix. Gonna be nullified by that deflect shield though.
Jeez, heavy slash gonna get duffed here with that armor.
Oh my god! Too much armor.
All the armor.
You're
Keep it
truly
going.
never safe. Oh, what a backdash!
5P and a 5P right back.
Even better jab. You're clapping back and forth right now. Goes for the pop buster. Not gonna be able to kill though.
Yeah, a little bit too far for the Gigantor to convert it completely.
What a BRC route. What a confirmed by A.B.A. And now only has one more round to go.
Heavy flick and good patience from A.B.A. before we put out our heavy slash.
And just staring each other down. A true Western showdown right now.
Honestly, nice Mega Fist. Trade. And that minor lead for A.B.A. just getting ever so slightly further in their favor. And look at the RC.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of something there. We shut down the startup for it.
Oh no. There we go. Good block. Doesn't have much to do with it. There we go, though. Not going to be able to kill. What a dash! And that's going to be the end of it. A.B.A. using backdash to dodge that throw and closes out the set.
Pretty interesting to see how armor comes in as a factor for this character, especially in this matchup. Just how they were very quickly able to call out each other's actions based on that armor situation with RC and then even Popbuster. Walter, of course, staying on the classic Millia Rage with CrispyCthulhu on A.B.A. And this is going to be about trying to lock down A.B.A. before she hits that Jealous Rage as soon as possible. That 2S almost sniping Walter out of the sky.
Yeah, this matchup is, listen, I've played with a lot of Millia players, friends with a lot of Millia players. I don't think you can find a single one that has anything positive to say about this matchup. So, really interested to see how Walter's going to handle it. Oh, seems to be handling it fine so far. Makes the entire bout of Jealousy Rage run out in a minute.
Oh, nice. Locked in. Key grab here for the Jealous Rage.
Gonna get it all back here with that key grab. Now has plenty of JR to work with as well. Gonna definitely be a menace for Millia to deal with. Just gonna try and stay in the air.
I do like this though. It just completely removes the threat of Jealous Rage. If you take to the skies and just wait for the meter to drain down. Now look at this. No opportunity for Crispy to really try to reset that meter. Artemis, a positive bonus in favor of Walter here.
Trying to jump back and forth. Not gonna go ahead and burn that burst though. I really like that, you know. Keep it into the next round. Maybe utilize it if you're gonna try and win one of those clutch situations, because you know Millia, you're gonna get that back pretty much guaranteed in the last round if you can get there.
Down here, and again, look at this. The navigation, couple of Capels. And already out of Jealous Rage. Good block on that sequence there. Well done from Walter to survive.
CrispyCthulhu getting a little bit of extra time there. Loving it. Utilizing the screen freeze. What a forward throw though in the air. Now just try to has to try and catch Walter lacking one time. It's not going to be this time though. Still able to find the back throw.
One more time. Regular throw, rather. Just finish the job here. First game for Walter. And it's so interesting to see how this is playing out, because A.B.A. does have some pretty decent-ish buttons in the air-to-air game. Not as good as Millia, but when I think about that speed, right, especially off of JS and JH, like from A.B.A., like that is going to be huge to try to bring Walter back down to the ground, but it's that height differential. Like Walter is taking off the top rope and then using Capel to extend that hang time even longer. So then you're just kind of stuck there and you don't want to put yourself in a bad spot or get called out by Millia trying to either air to air or even air throw.
Such a scary spot for CrispyCthulhu, especially when that Jealous Rage is not activated. However, though, gets the burst out of Walter almost immediately.
Oh, good block on that burst.
I was gonna say, now we gotta see if it matters, especially if CrispyCthulhu is gonna go ahead, burn their own burst as well. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, using that PRC momentum to your advantage here, gets that full key install, and we saw Walter defend very well against this in the last game. They do it once again, opens up low. Walter.
Oh my goodness, this is actually crazy. This defense from Walter seems to know all of those little offensive tricks that CrispyCthulhu wants to do, and is making great use of it so far. What a backdash coming out here from Walter. CrispyCthulhu with the mash, not gonna quite be able to confirm on the 2H though. Uh-oh. Oh no! Not gonna get the conversion with the 2S, not gonna need it though.
No! Oh, we could have followed through after that. I'm pretty sure that 5K could have converted into, gosh, I want to say 2 or 4K maybe?
Oh man, running into the burning building. Such a scary spot to get hit by Millia, especially with none of that jealousy. Oh man, gonna break the wall. Doesn't have the meter to make it a hard knockdown though. Realistically, still anyone's game, especially if CrispyCthulhu can find this hit.
Block on the key grab one more time. It's compelled to get out. Caught, you're reaching, a great reaction, waiting for the burst, and Walter decides to send it.
Oh. I can be able to find it 2K 2D. Once again, still anybody's game here.
Running out of ground to escape, and there it is. Walter had been fishing for that whiff punish. for quite some time. And the moment that CrispyCthulhu put out that full screen button, that's opportunity for Millia to close that gap and get us the far/finish.
Man, now we got Walter up 2-0.
Yeah, we saw like a run-up 2K attempt after the stomp coming from CrispyCthulhu. Off the setup we are for just a moment. We might go for a character swap here from Cthulhu.
It's looking likely. I mean, maybe he thought that the right choice was the A.B.A.
Oh.
Now,
you want to jump, do you? Well.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Coming out here with the Potemkin. Once again, I believe number 3 of the stream so far. Oh no.
Yo!
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Oh, why is it working? Zero, why is it working?
Simply because Pot is built different. Pot's the anti-Millia play. Gigantor, I don't care if you dropped out, you're dying.
Oh my gosh. Coming out with the perfect round number 1 of picking a top tier. The words of Sanford Kelly ringing and echoing in the heads of these competitors right now.
Oh, nice. Threading the needle for opposite side does open up Crispy. I think that little shock and awe worked at first, but Walter is not deterred here. Gonna get that first shatter. Substantial life lead to kick it off in round 2. And the patience, waiting for Crispy to make a decision on the interaction. We're fast enough to play in this neutral here to call it like that Mega Fist or no way that 2K just anti-aired the butt slam.
Wow, that is like the epitome of magic knowledge. Like if you told me, hey, what does magic knowledge mean? I would give you that right there. What an incredible 2K coming out here from Walter.
JH lift off, very quick conversion here for Shatter.
A little bit of damage tacked on. So to find one more definitive hit though. These wall breaks not doing too bad for Potemkin, regardless of that positive bonus from Millia.
The knockdown low this time. This is the Arbiter.
Oh no.
It could have been far worse that way, man. It could have been far, far worse.
Oh, you're telling me. Here we go.
No shot. All right, that's been real. GG's.
Oh no.
Wait. I mean, honestly, the bravery here, the knowledge from Walter to get that 2P. We saw it in the last round, trying to snipe out with punishes. Jumps.
Oh my goodness.
No!
Wait, what is... Okay. No punish out there just because of that FD. Goes for the throw, has to try to find one more.
Oh no! Did not get the RC that we wanted here. The blue, so unfortunate, not able to extend after that. We wanted that red RC.
That was the set. That was the set. If Walter just found that conversion and now it's giving CrispyCthulhu some signs of life. I don't know if that's what you want to give a Potemkin player. Oh no.
Hey, it was that first round. Honestly, Walter really caught off guard with that first round.
Oh no, this is... Now Walter has to try to shake off that mishap, and not being at full mental strength against Potemkin is already a very harrowing experience, so gotta see what Walter can do to adapt.
Hammer fall to come through, just walk you right to the corner. 2H whiffs, that's the opportunity here for Walter to get out of that corner.
Not too bad here.
Ooh.
Tries to go for the throw.
Staying airborne, we will get that heavy counter hit. Take flight for our positive. The max range that we kept with that JS. But at that 2K, pick up.
Yeah, super dead here. And he's a super just to guarantee that is death. And now sitting at set point once again.
Jesus, all it takes is one mistake, but we didn't follow through the whole way, did we? Last time we had that full corner carry with that hammer fall. With throw, does get the challenge.
Oh no.
No! Oh, no!
Able to find his way out. Now Walter's trying to find the confirm, isn't able to quite get it.
Unfortunate, Crispy was not able to get the heavenly pop buster.
Not electing to use the burst just yet. Wants to go through the wall with it. I can respect it. Just Hammerfall breaking at you. You gotta be so scared. Able to find one more opportunity. Uh-oh. Goes on the other side. And gets the ID over the 2S to take it. We're gonna go ahead and change that. And against Anji Mito, no less.
Anji Mito. We'll see how Cheryo clashes with MacMens here. You're going to need all the guts that you can muster in this set if you're on the side of MacMens here, depending upon how this plays out. Because both characters very well capable of making sure somebody does not get a turn, especially after that initial knockdown. We'll see how round start plays. I think, honestly, you got to watch out for that first opening gambit coming from Cheryo here. I think there's a lot of threat to be had. Of course, you can go for dance at round start, but that is such a big round open risk. You might just see that far slash attempt here coming from MacMens or a backdash.
I think we're gonna start out
Nice.
looking like we're gonna start with the 2S or 2A. Yeah, sorry, it's a 2S, excuse me. Let's see. We've got some neutral being played right now. Honestly, if I'm Cheryo, I'm gonna be a little scared because you are so susceptible to getting any of your normal spun and having no spots.
Backdash on the overhead. Good block on the first Behemoth Typhoon. Corner carry with Ko. And this message is clear as day for MacMens. We could just send this full sequence. Cheryo not going to go for burst. And likely not going to burst this entire round here, so just send it home.
Yep. This may or may not be death. Not sure how it's going to interact with those Goldlewis guts. Not going to quite be enough. MacMens going to get a bit more time in that positive bonus. And you see Cheryo, just trying to go next. Just trying to get out of the round ASAP. As MacMens takes first blood. Yeah. MacMens just trying to put Cheryo in the Anji zone right at the range of that far slash. Great backdash once again on the Rin.
Big swing here. Building up the risk gauge.
Oh,
Not quite your opportunity to press. Yeah, there's your burst. Right to spend here and now.
Oh, gonna call it out. No spin for you, says Cheryo. As he goes ahead and evens up that round count, and now in a great position as MacMens is sitting without his burst.
Pretty late spend on burst. Not quite going to pay off here. MacMens expecting to get a little bit of a better neutral game here in that last round. Run up with a single step, another Behemoth. It does open MacMens, who's still just reeling back to the corner.
Yeah, this is looking real bad for MacMens right now. Cheryo just has so much security, so much meter to work with. But knows about the scaling, gonna go for that single hit, which is actually optimal damage compared to the hit with the drones, which I just learned yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? For the longer that goes on, instead of just sending drone right there, you just go for the immediate spend for overdrive, and there it is. Swordfish coming out here. Skyfish, excuse me. Swordfish sounds far more threatening for a Gatling gun, right? What are we doing, Skyfish? What's that gonna do?
It's like, listen, I'm much more scared of a fish that has a sword than one that's flying at me, I gotta say. Yeah, but Cheryo goes ahead, takes it 1-0. MacMens does have the Sin on deck, which we might see later on. But for now, looking like we're gonna continue on with the Anji Mito. I don't see any reason to switch matchup-wise, so maybe just needs to dial it back in, especially against a strong player like Cheryo, or just press 5H. That works too.
Save with your back.
Yeah, playing these long-range normals, spins through it. Gonna be an optimal scenario, but no punish for MacMens.
Oh, geez, yeah, very deep run for throw here. Gonna get that guard crush off the Behemoth.
Yeah. And here we go. We are just dashing back and forth. You see, no player wants to commit too hard, right? You see MacMens kind of shimmying at that mid-to range, says, I'm going to wait for you to do something. Going to wait to react to that drone, wait to react to that far slash. Tries to get it there, not going to find anything. BRC gets neutralized there by the 2P. And now MacMens has Cheryo right where they want him. Yeah. Here we go. Gets RC.
Yeah, there was like no health there anyways.
Also, I see you saying what sword in Japanese? It's Ken. Ken is sword.
Is Ken? So,
yep. So basic.
So it was hard to say, chat. Tangerine, come on.
English phonetics are very hard. As for what I've learned from my 5 years of learning, it's been pretty rough. Here we go. Gets the overhead with the Rin. Gotta get a great block there on the charge dust, or tap dust, excuse me. Man, these far slashes are coming out. Cheryo finds his way out. Gets the 2K.
Ooh,
oh
wait
my
a minute.
goodness, conversion.
Let's go.
There we go. MacMen's gonna tie it up 1-1.
I can't believe that the tweet didn't connect either for a block setup there.
Yeah, I can't believe it either, to be honest. Is Ken Fist? Ken is both fist and sword. It depends on inflection and character.
I was sitting there thinking when Tangerina brought it up, I thought it was all spoken in katakana for sword, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
well, sword and katakana is terrible. Yeah.
Because I was like, wouldn't it be like Sawado?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, so you need to have an inflection for your euphoneme there. There's a lot of it's a linguistic nightmare to try to pronounce things like that. So just have the word Ken, makes it much easier on the Japanese powers.
Makes sense. Nice lift off here with the behemoth. No slash. Yeah. Oh geez, yeah. Imagine if that was faster though. If he had that drift fast RC, that would have opened up for sure. But that's just a MacMens with that damn block.
Real rough stuff here. MacMens has to remember that, they're doing real well for themselves. Had the read. Oh my goodness. There we go. Trying to go for the throw. Not going to be enough. Wants to put Mac on the other side. Goes for the quick before the throw. Low.
Nice crush. We're still trying to survive with some of these FDs here. Now that we're out of tension, it's just going for taps, and unfortunately still going to get blessed on the dome for a shatter, and that is a game here for Cheryo. 2-1 lead right now.
Oh man, yeah, it's that's just such a scary spot. They always talk about the fuzzy timing, the backdash timing for those BTs, but when you can just have a second one queued up right on deck after that, it becomes so hard to remember. Oh, you know what? I know I fuzzy this thing already. What do I have to fuzzy block again? Right? So really good job of catching MacMens off guard there. And Cheryo is now going to go on to need one more game to advance on to even further in this bracket on the winner's side. Winner of this is going to be playing a RedDitto. So one challenge after another for whoever comes out of this on top.
Oh my goodness, already? Like, goodness gracious. Large 50% life lead here going on the side of Cheryo. H just stop Cheryo's approach. Nice Fusion snipe.
There we go. Good throw coming out here from MacMens.
Jeez, fast RC low. Not going to open things up here against Cheryo. Crush. Nice retreat. Fast up with the 6P.
There we go. Gonna get that full screen burst. Oh my, the fish hidden from the other side. Mito is such a potent tool ever since its introduction.
Jeez, 2P there. No, expecting the burst, but with this, honestly, you want to go in this next round with that burst instead. Oh no, I spoke to you. You just want to hold on to that. Okay.
Will the burst be enough here? Gets the backdash once again. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, that's really unfortunate to get that burst, but darn if you do, darn if you don't. Going to this final round here without any burst, and unless you get a couple good positive bonus sequences, you're not going to have any more for the rest of this round.
Here you go. Goes for that level 3. Not gonna quite be enough though. Cheryo only needs one more interaction. And goes for the throw instead. Cheryo closes it out 3-1.
I mean, not the way I would have thought it'd go down, but also just the offense from Goldlewis kind of makes sense, right? When you think about that toolkit that Anji had here, and man, A.B.A has been putting in a little bit of work on this Potemkin. We'll see how it plays out against Faust with the armor. It's a pretty positive change, I feel like, in this set. Honestly, you're dealing with some of this pressure coming from items. Hook might be a factor here, but that's where Hammerfall kind of falls into play here a little bit. Nice low. Unfortunately, Hammerfall not going to save you here.
So I must say, I've had a lot of discussion about this matchup, and one of my sources tells me that this is in contention for the worst matchup in the game.
For who?
Oh, for Faust. Potemkin has so many different options, can flick literally every single item, literally all of them.
I wanted to hear it. I kind of felt that it was one of the bad matchups for Faust, but I also wanted the confirmation in my head that I was right. And it'd be interesting because you're so right. That flick, the changes for that is huge. Well, why would he want to flick a donut after Aki? Would you want to flick a donut?
Sure. Yeah, so what I'm saying is if Skull takes it, he's godlike. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, this matchup is so rough. Items are so hard to play around if the Potemkin is just like, you know what? I can just flick this. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, like, flick is interesting, and just the fact that Potbuster now has armor, like, that changes so much for the pace of this match. HFB is also a big factor. Like, just those two key factors is just... Actually, I'm curious. I want to see... I just saw Meteor come out. Like, I wonder what that looks like if we attempt to flick at least some of that Meteor. Does it take out the whole thing, or... Never tried that, actually.
Yeah, no. SkullDuggers is, he's a beast for sure. If he gets one item out, it looks nigh impossible to take games here. But A.B.A is just trying to show out on the other end. Gonna get the hard knockdown here. What will SkullDuggers do? Has plenty of tools at his disposal. Oh no.
Nice Mega Fist here, but the mix.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Not gonna be anything so far.
Oh my goodness! Quick cancel to the command grab! Are you kidding me? Never mind. I take back everything I said. This is ridiculous. This is a 7-3 matchup, clearly.
A beast, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is about SkullDuggers, but he seems to make the impossible happen. Like, I don't know what. If you guys have seen this man's clips online, especially on Twitter, doesn't post as much anymore, but sometimes you look at it and it's like, all right, he definitely just pre-programmed these items, no? Like, there's no way that he came up with all that on the fly.
Duel 1.
Flicking meteors reflects and then usually has the reflect eaten by another meteor. Okay, that's what I thought. Because you have multiple, so you're not going to be able to flick like the whole thing. You just place the RNG though, so it's possible another meteor is getting away. All right. Thank you for the update there, Ashrogan. Appreciate it.
Yeah. There we go.
Jesus, flick the hammer.
Look at that, getting a lot of mileage out of Flick now. Maybe recognize his shortcomings. Which time of this matchup? It's beautiful. We got our own answer.
Wait a minute. We try to slide head to avoid the bomb explosion. That's intelligent play if I ever saw it. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Oh no. Oh no. What a mess. What a mess. The heat tackle puts you on the opposite side, and yet still A.B.A. Quick reaction for a jump over back to the advantageous side here and still able to get that pop buster. Yo, saying get crossed up, nerd, and it's a pot crossing somebody up is the most insane sentence I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is man, I'm just like still lost at how that interaction would happen. I mean, great reaction there for the RC to pick it up, and then going for the side mix up as well.
Afro State got our burst. Max range. Good positioning here, but yeah, that's unfortunately gonna get called out by the super. Can't 6K there.
And once again, another round coming out on the side of SkullDuggers. Man, he just doing such a good job. Said, you know what? I'm not even gonna get deterred by anything that's going on here. Oh no.
Yeah, had to block that bomb. That gave opportunity for Baba. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Woke up just in time.
Goodness.
That was fortunate for Skull. Nice and low, because we know that we're looking for that. Actually, we didn't even throw the hammer. You got me.
Oh, goes for that command grab. Now you gotta be so scared of the high-low. Look at that. Afro's on you. Can't mess up once. Goes for the mix, not gonna connect.
Hammer toss here. Let's go for a golf swing to keep that going.
This. Oh my goodness, just setting up the box around these items. Oh! It's looking bleak. That was Mini Faust. Doesn't it just like Mini Faust? Oh! Perhaps tried it. So, not gonna connect though. Oh, Mini Faust is just gone. Has the bomb on deck as well. Oh
my goodness. Quite the grab.
Oh my goodness. That was a great play coming out here from Baba, to say the least. I'm trying to find the words. You know, it's like just finds the 2D. Almost, I would almost consider that one a Hail Mary, but you know what? If it's Baba doing it, let's just call it calculated, right? Finds that 2D, gets the pop buster. I mean, what a crazy way to end out that round here. 1-1. Both sides fighting diligently. You know, showing off, you know, maybe this matchup might not be as bad as people think.
Yeah, I mean, it could have a lot of application now with this armor, right? Like, it's already coming into play, slide head, but we do have that mix. Just send the tandem forward here. We do get that super for another shatter hard knockdown situation.
There we go. Oh, goes off that trumpet. Uh-oh. And gets the trumpet as well. Oh, has the bomb on deck.
Oh,
you have to be so careful here if you're Baba. This round is looking all but lost. Oh, finds the flick. Finds another flick.
Wait, what do you mean finds another flick? You flicked the Aether, and then suddenly another fireball showed up. What was there?
That's what I'm saying, though. There we go. Finds a way to get out of that round, but using Pot's own, using Faust's own items against them.
Corner here, had to hold on to the hammer. Nice hook line and sync with the hammer to bounce you right back into the corner. The hammer fell. No, there was no hammer there. We flicked the paracausal hammer. That's what happened.
Uh-oh. There go gets the golf club out. Man. Here comes Baba, though.
Let's have a smack real quick. Seen the slip before. Nice 2P. Oh, the quick PRC to call out for an anti-air wild assault carry.
It's not gonna
does
kill.
Drop another hammer here too, so it's gonna get that guard crush up the hook, and does get the low. SkullDuggers up 2-1 right now over Baba.
Yep, looking real good for Skull right now. Just finding ways to thread the needle with those items, it feels like. You know, it's like, even though, like we said, can't use too many items in this matchup, especially because a lot of them are susceptible to that Potemkin flick. Skull just seems to be finding a great job of catching Baba off guard and be able to thread those in there. So, you know, so far incredible stuff as he fights for this top 16 winner side spot. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that would
armor
work
at round start just goes right into 5K low.
Ooh. Gets bursted. Flicks the shockwave.
Ooh. Again, just applying this Afro state. And leaves you standing, still gets opened up. We're still holding on to that 100 tons.
Oh,
no
wow.
Shot.
Not gonna quite kill, though.
Afro state. Looking pretty solid right now for this round.
Oh, no. Oh no, it could all turn on its. Goes for the jump. Not gonna quite be able to kill. Yep, has one more to go. Has to find something here. Oh man, could have baited that out there, but not gonna find it. Good backdash coming out here from SkullDuggers. Is it gonna be able to be enough to find the kill?
Sees the single 5P, and you thought you could 6P, but a bomb bag goes away. What good stuff coming out here from Skull once again. Finds the flick, it's just enough to get those trumpets. Oh no, that 2D is gonna spell trouble. 2+. Yeah, way too early for that pop buster here. That gives all the opportunity more for SkullDuggers to get out of that corner situation. Nice flick on the bomb. Flick on mini Faust.
Well.
Oh, what?
Oh
You
no!
flicked at the last possible moment to get the bomb.
It's so scary. That's what we're saying. So many of these items turn into such positive situations for Pot. But SkullDuggers just finding his way to navigating all of these. Does the Hammerfall break through the shockwave to find and continue the pressure? And gets the round! What a display of the matchup here. Finds the flick on everything. Finds a way to just go ahead and armor through some of those more annoying situations. And finds their way to potentially evening up this set. Like, this is crazy stuff.
Baba with the resilience here to play that long game. And honestly, look at the position that we were. We're waiting for SkullDuggers to strike at that bomb and prime for another flick right there. So if it did happen, Baba was going to flick it right back for the explosion. Trying to make that hard read. And here we are, close slash. Does have Afro available, so we got to improve bomb bag if we so choose. But with this shatter, maybe not so much. We're going to go for super hard knockdown. We do have mini Faust in the pocket.
I mean, hey, honestly, I can't count Baba out just yet. Like, even regardless of the current situation, it still seems like it could just happen. Goes for the JD. Don't know what he was targeting. And that's going to be more than enough for Skull.
Like, honestly, one of the very early embracers of this new ability for the character. And it really goes to show like how potent this can be.
Oh boy, let's see how we're gonna do it right now though. Battle of the Speedsters. We've got Millia versus Chipp, and the premier players of each of those characters on deck here to qualify for top 8 winners.
See, in that left-right scenario here, and yet still Marvelo. Excellent block. Look, you're going up against a Marvel player. It's gonna be hard to open up on those left-rights.
Go. Now we are sitting here trying to play this neutral game out. Rope is out right now as well. Oh my, anti-air close slash. The Millia classic. Gonna lead to some of that big damage. Oh, and speaking of which, DP Punish is coming out here from Walter.
Finished here and already stripping away a burst for that first round. Wait a minute, 6B was the start. Already taken to the skies as Walter. 2S to unfortunately not follow through with the full Gatling. Wild Assault for the guard crush. Oh my goodness, we try to go for that 5P anti-air. Oh, we got the 5P interrupt though. At that range, it's huge for Marvelo.
Locking him down in the corner, says, you know what, I'm gonna meet you in the sky. Gets the rope up. Good backdash getting out of that scenario. Oh, this is where it gets scary. Oh no! Just barely as the rope ran out, tries to go for those mix-ups.
Oh, and you see there the immediate air-to-air from Walter, removing that offensive option. OTG, that is a quick game for Walter.
Oh man, Walter just, I feel like just, once again, controlling everything it feels like. Oh, Marvelo has the rope up? That's no problem. I'm in the sky, and now he has to come to me. Can't do any of those shenanigans. Has the blocks on deck, and just finds every way to open him up. It's just looking real good for Walter so far. But, I mean, this is Marvelo. I'm really curious to see what types of things that he's going to do to adjust to this type of blazing speed from Millia.
Oh, nice. Actually, that looked mad deep. Honestly, I didn't think a high was going to come there either. I thought we were going to land.
I thought it was over.
Yeah, Oh, it's about to be over, Avian. Wait a minute.
Oh, couldn't have called it better myself. What a round, what a dominant performance from Walter, once again just showing complete control of this matchup. Yeah, goes for the Lust Shaker, just trying to gain some of that space. Throw comes out. No real mix-up coming out there. Marvelo finds his way out of the scenario and is just going to keep on pressing forward. Oh no.
Trying to snipe it out with an air throw, and unfortunately we threat the needle here. Oh no, the mix, another one.
Can't DP that.
Unbelievable. The quick PRC overhead, and we try to reset again with that Artemis. And not quite converting to the full combo potential that we had for a shatter. Marvelo's still fighting for it here, does put up that burst with the final health on the line.
Uh-oh, one more mix-up is going to do it. Does Walter have it? Goes for yet another overhead and another quick game for Walter.
This is a tough matchup here because, yeah, you could just say simply anti-air. Simply rip the DP, but we saw the DP punish that first game. And also, you're talking about this overwhelming presence coming from Walter where it's so tricky. You're trying to push out maybe with some FD. You want to try to go for, Beta Blade here to get Millia out of the sky. It's just not going to happen because of how these left-right scenarios work. It really kind of messes up that input, right? You have to expect which side it's going to be on.
There we go. Going for some left-rights on his own. Says, you know what? The days of Records are behind us. Let's try to get some real mix-up in here. Let's go.
And this is where Marvelo tends to lock in. Once we get those 2-game leads, Marvelo really just activates on a different level. Tap dust. Around. Excellent. We're perfect.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Here we go. Gonna get yet another connection there. More pressure coming out. You can't press just yet, Walter. And now you're gonna eat some huge damage off that counter hit.
Oh, jeez. There's that JS. 2K low, and we just spend the super immediately, removing the opportunity to go for our first do or die scenario, and Walter probably gonna potentially burst here as a last-ditch effort. Yeah, there it is. Tension was too low to keep trying to FD. Final touch scenario here, and have to FD or IBFD if anything, and yet still Marvelo closes out that round.
Yeah, I mean, Walter had to go for the last ditch effort there. There was no real way to get anything of what he wanted there. So sometimes at the end of the day, you just gotta send it, and not quite going in his favor, but has plenty of games to work with, so I'm sure he's not too worried.
I do like that we were a little more conservative in that corner sequence, though, just in case, because you had so much tension built up, so you could FD, and that burst was that final layer of defense, because you were hoping either to hold on to it for another round for a comeback or even get gold. Try to go for anti-air here and still going to get compelled, but because of the change, it's not going to get that launch anymore on Millia.
There we go. More of those record sequences.
Ooh. No DP here, a little bit too low.
I like that. I mean, DP against Millia just so scary now with the Artemis changes.
Yes, press the heavy, of course. Put you right back in the corner.
There we go. JD coming out. Huge starter.
Ooh.
Sitting there, keeping it real.
Yeah, we got the air to air, but that air dash went a little bit too far. Not able to get the full conversion. Alpha. Tightrope set up here to backdash. Movement, very important here. Nice 5P pickups.
Oh. Now Marvelo is trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here. Here we go. This round will be pivotal, not only giving him the tie, but also the momentum. Oh man, once again, Artemis put in the work. Said you were feeling bad. Walter said, you know what? You have nothing to be afraid of for me. I can make this move work, and I'm gonna make it look great.
Alright, so we got the high, perfect round.
Duel 3.
A very scary scenario here. for Marvelo despite having that burst lead.
Oh, jeez. All right, so we got the JH. Does connect, so we remove Tightrope as an option there. Burst away.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great movement, though, from Marvelo. Like I said, movement is just so well done by Marvelo here to make sure we avoid any sort of anti-air attempt there. Nice throw after the counter hit.
Oh, man. I think just caught Marvelo trying to jump.
2K.
So scary. Great backdash coming out here by Marvelo. The high threat is there. Might be enough to kill. Chipp is real squishy, and it is. Walter's headed to top 8 winners.
Very, very through the roof. And RedDitto's going to need some against Cheryo here to avoid this Behemoth Typhoon pressure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all I'm going to say is that this match can truly go either way. This is the battle of the momentum-based characters, you know? Like, Ram may have the better neutral on paper, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because once she gets you in that corner, it is real hard to get out.
Yes, that's going to be critical. But also, you have to think about those resources in terms of sword, which are already down and out. And that's a long time now with these changes. RC, using it to avoid the drone is insane. Well played from RedDitto.
There we go. Charge just to get that extension. And we see in the Mortabato getting the hard knockdown. One more interaction to go. But you know what? I like press flip. I like plus frames. Love that. Oh, with the mix-up, no one died. Oh my friend gave me a, gave me a build because we were at an event, and I'm like, you know what? It was pretty sick.
Jump is for everyone. That's what we already get in the score. Honestly, offensive pressure for everyone too. 50% down on this burst thanks to that wall assault and already has that corner hold.
Like DomiWurld put on a clinic in the loser side, eliminating Larry according to Cosmic. But in the meantime, we're seeing a clinic on the side of RedDitto. Looking real scary. Great jab though by Cheryo, and even better 6P. Just responding, doesn't even worry about the heat of the moment. Gonna stay calm, cool, and collected and close out game number 1.
Yeah, game number 1. Very quick fashion for RedDitto. We'll see how that runs for that game number 2. Because Cheryo was looking very different in that game, or in that round 2 before the drop of the connection here. So we'll see how that plays. I can understand the fear of like building that PC. It's daunting. My first PC build, I stared at it for a good hour before I turned it on because I thought it would explode. That's scary.
Oh man, I mean, I know the pains of being like, all right, can I just make sure that this boots on the first time? I don't want to do any troubleshooting. I don't want to do any of that nonsense. I just want to, get a PC that loads up and I can play games on it. But it's never quite that easy.
Nice attack here, down on swords. Oh, I got that close one.
Oh. There we go. Gonna go and get those windshield wipers out.
Rift just goes for the extra overhead opportunity here.
Post slash continuation. And a perfect from RedDitto, just running away with this momentum.
Yeah, it's so interesting because once you don't have any resources in terms of like YRC, for example, your universal mechanics out the window, then it gets tough for Cheryo to try to push Ramlethal out. Like you called out earlier, like once you get that set playing corner, it's terrible on either side. I mean, we're seeing it here. Already has super. You're almost dead.
Oh my goodness. Now only needs one more interaction. Has security to put behind some of these BTs. And has a huge life lead, but goes for the flying secretary there. That BRC4 JD putting in the work and closing out that round.
Slash, locking down for the sword. We're about to recall another one, but now they're full screen. This is brilliant. Actually, all the better for Cheryo to press this offense if there's not another sword to challenge up there.
Go, tries to go for the throw once again. And now RedDitto gonna send Cheryo through the wall, has a huge life advantage, but as we see from Goldlewis, it's never really the end, you know? It can always just change at a moment's notice. Uh-oh. Deflect shield. Attacks the throw. Has to try to find one more. Finds his way out with the deflect shield, but tries to go right back into no avail.
5K already got the pickup here. 2-0 lead for RedDitto, and yeah, you're so right. It's just relentless here to try to figure out how do you get out of the pressure situation that RedDitto is putting you in, because the constant aggression here, you can't quite get your drone set up the way that you want to. You don't have the reversal tools outside of, you can't even wild assault anymore. This is a different era. Like, wait a minute.
Too many options here for Goldlewis, I'm telling you. Too many are not enough. I'll let you decide, but
there we go.
Hey, there we go. The wild assault is out. Hard knockdown is in, and Goldlewis is ready to get this party started. But it gets shut down almost immediately by that 6P from RedDitto.
I can't believe you were brave enough to 6P on the windup of a Behemoth Typhoon. That is huge for RedDitto. Still locking in that max range 5K. Mortal Bato for Shatter, positive bonus. Not a lot of damage, but that resets your swords. And that's going to reset a great sequence to close the gap in corner again for RedDitto.
Oh my goodness, the burst bait comes out! RedDitto knows that it was happening. Goes for the tap dust as well to close it out. Incredible stuff I hear from RedDitto.
Again here, 2S and pin it to the wall.
And once again, that high is taking souls. Zero, I'm telling you. Just getting everybody. Tried to go for it again there, but just a bit too high to catch Goldlewis crouching. Oh my goodness. Has garnered the respect of Cheryo.
Which is crazy, right? You're whipping 5K in the face of Goldlewis and it goes unpunished. Wild.
I mean, that's just what happens when your offense is that highly powered. And I'm not just talking about Ram. I'm talking about RedDitto in general. Like, look at this. Cheryo is just so afraid to press that RedDitto is going to go ahead and steam roll. You know, gotta build more.
Right there. Oh, yeah. I got, like I said earlier, 32 kids unbuilt right now.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go, though.
Starting things off and trying to take to the skies against Happy Chaos is always a nightmare scenario because, look, we shoot you right back to the corner.
Here we go. So much damage on the side of Walter. Jack just making every hit hurt like we know him to do.
Oh, God. 6P to avoid Capel and still able to turn it around. 180 challenge.
Here we go. This concentration going. Still so scary. Knew that he had enough meter. And then this is a scenario just so hard to deal with even without those bullets. Jack's gonna take first blood.
And that's I've talked about this before for Jack. It's just they're so capable of not only just playing that zoning game, they run out of bullets, they have no problem closing the gap and challenging it with neutral. I mean, those buttons from Happy Chaos are just as potent as the gunshots at 2K and 2S.
Took out the clone, but at what cost? Now it's in the corner, but a great walk under there, ensuring that Jack ended up on the other side and ensuring that he gets this wall break with plenty of damage behind it.
Slash. Wait a minute, trying to chase it down. There's no drift activation here from Walter with that 5K devouring it. No tap dust. Gone to convert this. Shatter, you got the super just in the nick of time.
Oh man, this might kill it here. Gonna live on yet a hair. And at the 100 meter, this is such a scary spot for Walter.
What I tell you, no concentration, no problem. This was a two-fold stance, right? So Jack saw the FD meter and pulled the trigger just once to force out that tension in FD. That gave Walter the green light, like, wait a minute, you're getting me to waste my resources, so I need to try to close this gap. Unfortunately, Jack, running out of concentration at probably the worst opportunity, despite the situation, was still able to get that pass through, was still able to get the throw. Jack, very quick call out here against Walter.
I mean, this Jack Walter matchup, this is the Clash of the Titans every week. I feel like we see it week in and week out in so many different online brackets. So they just keep on evolving, keep learning new things about each other, and learning new things about the matchup in general.
Oh, no side swap 2S. Burst for corner is a nice one here for Jack. Roll, and that is going to be another gunshot to support. Good block! No, but the last shot!
Oh. Yeah, it's always a good block till it's not, isn't it, Zero? My goodness.
Look, I'm doing great, and suddenly I'm not.
Oh, where'd my health go? Why am I gonna get hit by counter hit close slash? I like that though. You know, has the awareness to say, you know what, I'm gonna give a chance for the wall to break there. And just deny every bit of burst that I possibly can. What an optimal play by Jack.
Pick up here. With 6K.
Yeah, see, I mean, such a good starter. I feel like we see it all the time. It never fails to disappoint, especially in the hands of Jack.
Ooh. With shot, we're still able to press, yeah. 2 bullets left, though.
Uh-oh. It's a scary spot. Another throw! How many can we get? Not gonna be enough to kill, though. Once again, has 1 HP.
Need awareness to go for the jump here, but with that PRC, gonna get caught by the close slash. Tough block situation. You're not wild assaulting here to convert this, because that would have full Gatling. What a 2P!
You see that? You can just tell that Walter wants that YRC so badly. Not gonna get it. And Jack with the discipline, gonna find the 2P there after a 6P from Walter and close out game number 2.
Thus far here for Jack, but Walter still trying to figure out this approach. And again, as I said at the top, this is really tough to push in. I mean, honestly, you're trying to go airborne with Millia is so scary in this matchup because you do get shot back out. It negates your approach. You have to work all over again. So usually grounded approach is kind of your better go-to, but that doesn't work for Millia range. Just gotta get that aerial approach.
Yeah, I mean, Millia is a character that lives, breathes, and dies by the aerial movement and pressure. So, you know, when Jack is able to neutralize a lot of those options with those air-to-air approaches, with those curses, it's just like, man, what can my character do?
Just the stare down. Yeah, look at that. Wait, why is Jack holding on to this bullet? Hold on. There's something going on here.
So devious. No, seems to have every single thing that he wants fall into place. Jack is such a smart player, knows how to calculate those risk rewards from a moment's notice, and now finds himself on set point already.
I think Jack is recognizing that Walter is playing into his hands. Like, that's all there is to it, because people don't just walk up and throw like that. Look at that 6S from full screen.
This is absolutely absurd.
Now, this is bullying.
Absurd stuff coming out here from Jack. I mean, Walter has to burn that burst. Maybe could have found another use case for it later on, but in the meantime, he's gonna be able to find one more interaction. Gets out the YRC as well. That could give Walter another chance at life. Oh.
Right. Got that drift away from Betel. Guard cancel, but yeah, unfortunately, Walter nowhere to be found. So I think that pushback, Walter with a challenge.
Yep. Great FDs coming out here from Jack. Once again, Soplaz not gonna get that burst by a hair. That's gonna be all she wrote as Jack takes it 3-0 and moves on to the winners finals.
I called run here. Still a few more matches in the background, of course, as we try to round it out. We're going pretty quick here. Jack, you were supposed to, you know, slow that down a little bit here. Walter was supposed to get a couple games right there. That was in the script we talked about earlier, remember?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a rebel, you know. He's like one of those comedic actors. You don't give him a script, just give him the vague guidelines and let them do their thing.
Fair enough. Snack on a hammer. That's not going to give you any additional iron for you, but hey, you know, do you?
Yeah, already have DomiWurld on the loser side. Need to find his challenger through top 48 as RedDitto trying to fight for a chance to challenge Jack, and yet is going to be another timeless matchup, especially as of recent.
Oh, jeez. Meteor shower coming in hard. Wait, the burst. All right, very confident, though. You do have 50 tension spent on PRC to save yourself. The 6P anti-air and a snipe. I got that corner, but man, this cross under SkullDuggers with this active movement. Tap dust calls out the low block.
I'm telling you, they're never expecting it. They're never expecting the meterless 1 pixel away tap dust. It works every time to everyone I know. There we go. Once again, gonna see that incredible item play coming out here from SkullDuggers, but you know, RedDitto has a bit of Faust experience as well. Has some Faust at the local. You know, back in the day, would play Apology Man every once in a while, so not completely impervious to what this character is doing.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh, wow.
Whoa. The teleport on Scarecrow and a lot of fast PRC happened right there.
Yeah, I gotta say, Zero, gotta love the trigger discipline to not go for the immediate throw on landing. Just goes for the jab, catches the jump, and it's gonna lead to that advantageous situation that nets RedDitto the round.
Launch here. Rebecca series again. Pin it down with sword. Jeez, yeah, that guard crush tap dust.
Go for the windshield wipers once again. So much health on the side of RedDitto! And the 6P coming out here trying to get that conversion. Finds it, not gonna be enough to kill. Too much scaling there on those JPs.
Oh man. Perfect round.
RedDitto is just putting on a clinic right now. Honestly, don't even... I gotta see what SkullDuggers is gonna do to try and combat this now. Yeah, once again, love that. Taking a bit of time, you know, getting back on the cab. So important to take these breathers, especially in those key moments like right now.
Well, of course, like when you think about that full screen presence that RedDitto has against SkullDuggers, the threat is in that sword toss initially. Despite having that angled change, you're already tossing it out. If it does get blocked, that's that guard crush explosion to follow. But it's kind of tough to just toss out an item for free at that full screen range. So you gotta contest mid range. But again, look, already back to the corner. We try to challenge. You can't really quite go for that hook either, because that's the same situation. If we end up blocking your 6P, it was tough.
Yeah, I mean, finding the right spacing against Ram is just such a tough battle, because it's like, oh, from full screen, no, that almost full screen range got rocked. From that mid screen range, you got some of the best normals. You're just like, man, not quite sure what to do. And SkullDuggers also seems to be looking for those answers. RedDitto, as we said, just putting on a spacing show, has the offense going and going strong. SkullDuggers hasn't been able to find very many answers so far. Wow.
Down here, 5K. Look at the extension we have. Big expenditure on those swords. And because that teleport with the PRC, that 2K is definitely going to get a full conversion per corner. What a turnaround here for SkullDuggers.
Yeah, this is looking incredible here for Skull. Now only needs one more interaction to go. Gets the trade. Says, you know what? I can trade with anything. It does not matter. I'm going to go ahead and take that round. Oh, man. What a whip on the 6P. Thought they were going to be able to catch that mix. But going to the other side is all Skull needs to close that one out.
Back in. Sword toss for guard crush. Able to close that gap one more time.
Oh no. Has the risk to put together a nice play here. Goes for the close slashes. Just really wanted to get rid of that burst. Uh-oh.
Corner again. Oh, wait a minute. That's a finish.
That's the game. Going out there for RedDitto. There we go. It was going to be 2-0, but now sitting at breadsticks here. One game on each side. Now we got to see.
You were asking for that turnaround, right? And that's kind of it. Just trying to outmaneuver RedDitto, especially when they're down and out on swords. Like, that is your bigger opportunity right there.
It is It is definitely a really scary spot once SkullDuggers gets going, because, like, I mean, just one of the premier, like, one of the premier users of tools, especially given the items, given the normals, like, is definitely one of the people who's pushed Faust to his limits.
Absolutely. I mean, them, CPU, Lurie, like the Faust players at this point still competing with Faust, like really kind of expanded the opportunities for this character. Bar crush again.
Oh! Uh-oh. And now, literally, Magic Pixel. Oh my goodness. RedDitto once again coming out and closing out that round. And now, you gotta see what SkullDuggers is gonna be up to.
Uh-oh. Ooh, the hammer stopping the approach right there. Nice play, JD. Oh, watch out for Banana. Gonna have to respect that once you get pushed back into it. This is a great sequence right now of items for SkullDuggers.
Made even better by the fact that he is just so aware. Oh my goodness, so much hit stop on that 5S, excuse me. Not gonna be able to kill though. Too much scaling on the mini Faust, still needs one more interaction. What a way to call out that super. No way to get out of that the moment that the super is inputted. And that's what I'm saying. That matchup knowledge always comes in clutch.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this, again, just the back and forth of damage output between these folks is just, that's fascinating. And honestly, just, you called out earlier, SkullDuggers' adaptability around items. Like, that is a big tell on some of this approach here, and yet still RedDitto still able to come out on top.
There we go. Gotta see if RedDitto can close this one out here. Wow, the backdash was scary.
Right? Like,
oh my goodness gracious. That could have been huge too, because if this time we could have seen an airborne combo there for RedDitto. Not too much scaling, but the wall break was eminent.
Wall here, finish the job. The explosion does it for you. A perfect round here for RedDitto.
Here we go, even more of the corner pressure coming out here for RedDitto. Will they be able to build the meter in time? Doesn't quite find it.
Goodness gracious. Wait a minute, Mortal Bato reversal. You had the meter, but because of the hammer toss, it saves SkullDuggers from having to get pushed back.
Oh my goodness. We see it there. Got that far slash coming out now. Been such a good tool in neutral. Uh-oh. No connection. Gets the 2K, tries to go for the conversion, doesn't quite connect. This could spell trouble for RedDitto. Gets mixed up. Isn't able to save it though. And now, once again, RedDitto's gonna get a shot. The throw is gonna take it. And so far, it hasn't disappointed me. You see, got the top 8 slot. Maybe I know a little something about my community. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I know a little something.
Well, I mean, honestly, all these players are in the money right now for the top 8, right? $1,000 in the Matcherino and counting, so please support it. Still, if you have a single dollar, that goes such a long way. These folks are fighting for the big bucks right now as Fubuki gets clocked into the next section of the stage with DomiWurld. I think we got the red buff on the lead. I missed out on the color real quick there, but either way. Drift, let's get out of dodge. That 6B not going to connect here. Domi already got that corner position again.
Yeah, get a burst out of Fubuki. Just wants to find some way out of this. So much oppression from DomiWurld so far. Just making a big read there on that throw, and it's going to pay off. Not only getting that first blood, but also scooping up that burst.
Okay. Locked in here. Oh, Arbiter. Yo, honestly, that looked too cool. I don't care if that's like the regular sequence cat. That looked cool. Come on, you gotta admit, the arbiter low to bounce to slam dunk you with the alley-oop back out the corner. DomiWurld took that personally right now and is already trying to get another positive bump back.
That is looking. This is looking bleak. All right, we're going here. Still have one more bar of stamina. The 100 bar is great, and it's looking like we aren't even gonna need to use it. The rounds are now tied up.
Yeah, that was the big fear right on the approach. Despite that shatter, Fubuki had a 100 beater there. So one gap in your offense means that super coming from Fubuki with a PRC cancel. He'll get called out by the True Testament reversal there.
There we go. Gets the burst out. Bursting on a jump for normal is a bit scary, but it's looking like Fubuki says, you know what, I don't even gotta punish it. I'm gonna just get right back in there and keep applying the pressure. To neutral. Now has to find his way out of those Brave Rippers. Good block on the overhead, but now has to navigate through the Fubuki dimension, a task that not many can do and not many continue to do as they pick up that first game. So disgusting the way they use those tools. I'm telling you, Zero, I'm telling you.
Yo, I mean, it can be such a nightmare, right? Because the fear is that we're looking at Sin and the offense that Sin has to showcase and how much power is behind it. We saw Domi almost make a comeback here in that second round there, right? And then Fubuki still able to clutch it out. And peppering the screen with like one projectiles to slow things down. You're not going to look for, or not going to be able to put out like an elk hunt. You have teleport available there, like that position, something that's right behind you there was a scary spot to be.
Good burst coming out here from Fubuki. Just has to try to find some way out of this corner. Risky teleport, but it's looking like sometimes you gotta take some risks if you want them to pay off. There come the Wonder Twins. Should be getting that hard knockdown, should be getting that stain. Now it's one more interaction for Fubuki to go ahead and take yet another round over dump.
Oh my goodness. Big counter hit. Every time we're taking a snag, cycling through these buffs here. Nothing. You go for the hook stop. All right. GG.
Yeah, I mean, DomiWurld just finding a way to bring that back. No luck on the JD though. Once again, has to play this full screen game. I like this approach though, you know, just send some options that even though they may seem a bit risky at first, you know the reward is going to be so much higher if you get in. You know, no real point in playing it safe when you can get that reward and cash it out right now.
These arbiter signs are just getting so much mileage right now. Bless the. What are we doing? We woke up tap dust?
Oh,
No way we did that. Was that supposed to be throw?
That was a. You know, I can't really decipher what that could have been. I guess it could have been throw.
There's no way you just wake up tap dust and like, that was my plan.
Yes, no, that's what I was thinking about the entire time. I gave it a nice long thing. And that was a conclusion I came to for sure.
Brave Reaper. Oh, bad teleport here. Domi was ready for it. Close slash, start right at the lightning. But massive life lead for Fubuki. 50% tension available here. Ah, but watch the toes. Nice stomp.
Uh-oh. Oh, they both go to the sky, and it's going to be DomiWurld who comes on top of that dogfight. This may kill, and it sure does with the clean hit. Oh my goodness.
It wasn't tap dust from Fubuki. It was tap dust from Domi we were wondering about. That was an interesting wake-up option.
I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Nice.
But
really
yeah, honestly, Fubuki also getting caught with that overhead too from Hoofstop. That's the second time we've seen that happen here so far. Let's see if we start stand blocking here. But that's the fear. I think it's conditioning over time. Maybe that Fubuki's worried about, so we get caught low.
Oh, wow. What a backdash. Coming out here from DomiWurld. Forces the burst out immediately. I mean, it's just interesting to see how much more Fubuki prioritizes that space over having that burst on deck for a combo.
Oh, absolutely. Look at that 6P. How tall was that?
It has some insane properties, I cannot lie. I mean, One of the things that is a really interesting interaction is that Testman 6P. I forget if Testman or Elphelt, but one of them literally will catch Bandit Bringer on the way up. Like, it's just that's all.
Nice JP. Look, Domi's doing great chasing Fubuki into the sky, especially after these PRCs.
Oh my goodness. So much oppression from DomiWurld. Look at the amount of pressure that he is able to apply. Regardless of the circumstances, Far Slash takes the burst from Fubuki. Doesn't want to deal with any more of those spacing traps.
Does get scooped up here. Nice call.
Oh my goodness, we're backdashing. Oh no.
The approach from Domi is very cautious too. You see just a single dash instead of just committing to it. Doesn't want to get called out for too rash of an approach here. And he does get that air throw. 6H. This converts, doesn't it? It sure does. Oh my god.
Wow. What a sequence coming out there from Fubuki, but they have to be able to close it out now. Uh-oh, going for the Ride the Lightning. Oh. Yeah, that's really... Oh my goodness! Just barely gets out of there with the teleport.
Let that lingering here. We saw that earlier in the previous set that Fubuki was on stream, right? Just holding out onto the teleport option for as long as we can. And once it goes behind the opponent, that's what they open up for it. Blocks the burst. Another 6H convert.
Here we go. And there we go. Fubuki going ahead, grabbing that game from DomiWurld. As we said, this is going to be a battle of the neutral. I mean, we've seen DomiWurld take a couple different approaches, and Fubuki seems to have an answer for all of them.
It's been so insane to see Fubuki really on top of a lot of the sequence here to really keep Domi at bay, where it's difficult for Sin to close the gap, which is not normally what we see, right? Like, Sin is usually able to kind of counter poke in. Hey, if you want to go for Hawkbaker round start, by all means, but here's more Grave Reaper for you to challenge.
Oh my goodness! DomiWurld goes for the burst. And now it's going to be a world of hurt on the other side. Big damage, not too sure if this is going to kill. Should be close, but those Sin Guts actually going to do so much more than I was initially expecting. Oh, and the IED back says, I know you're going to hit this IED. Let me just stop you right in your tracks and now set myself up for set point. Both players so hungry to try and get into that loser's quarters. Secure that secure that top 5 finish, excuse me, secure even more of this monstrous prize pot. Oh wow, he's gonna break the wall.
Oh, let's take a quick snack. Red, so that's gonna be that damage up.
Oh no! Oh no, doesn't block the low, doesn't block the high. Now you gotta find your way to navigate the scenario. The 2S goes under the Grave Reaper and goes for the overhead, catches that run up the rope for Fubuki, and DomiWurld is still alive.
Slash, another driver here. Nice, actually blocking the stomps here, which is huge. Oh, no. Locked in that low.
Getting hit by that is just so inopportune for Fubuki. Oh, gets caught by the very ending action frames of that 2H. Now still has a bit of stake in this game. BRC down. Shouldn't do too much for scaling, but the reset is going to be more than enough. Game 5 here in the loser side of top 8.
What became such a difficult task to try to close the gap here, and DomiWurld still finding a way in.
I mean, it feels like it's just coming down to the wire every time. Fubuki doing such a good job of keeping him out, but DomiWurld finding all that he needs to get in and close out some of these rounds. Chat's going crazy. They want to see the Sin victory.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Like, again, that cautious approach. Whoa, Beak Driver spends a couple stamina bars here just to get the Gazelle step forward.
Good transaction there.
Yeah,
I like that. You
absolutely.
spend a couple, get a burst out of the equation, and now get plenty of health for that lead. Oh, just running up right after.
You know what? Relentless offense does pay off here before you have the opportunity to try to pick this up. Nice 6P, calls out the early Grave Reaper.
So much damage.
That shatter. A little bit of Mito resources here.
Man,
Not gonna
I gotta
see
say,
that time.
uh-oh. Here we go. So he goes for that throw. Once again, we are caught in the Arbiter Sign dimension.
Whoa!
Whoa, the Matrix. We found Neo, ladies and gentlemen.
The hoof stopped to avoid the Grave Reaper and still had an RC available to continue. If you would have opened up against Fubuki, I don't know what to tell you. That would have been insane.
Uh-oh. Does not have any trouble challenging those plus frames. Tries to go for the JP. As the neutralizer, not going to find anything. No connection. Now if you're DomiWurld here, I don't think I spend. Domi may think otherwise though. We'll have to see here in a second.
Just gotta hold on to this. I think we just hold on to it here, honestly. You still have a little bit of health. Get an FD. Nice approach. Block the 6P. And look, again, micro dashing for
Oh boy!
Oh, we have the stamina to spend it all, and the super DomiWurld will take it 3-2 over Fubuki.
Oh my goodness, just play that out so patiently. Wanted to find the time for that gold burst and times it perfectly.
I think what's interesting is that in the recent weeks, players have been playing out of their mind. It's almost as though there's some sort of big tournament around the corner that people are pining for a position, for the world's recognition here. I just can't put my finger on it. I'm not sure.
I don't know, might that be the finals of the Arc World Tour for 50K? So the competitive spirit is in the air, I'm telling you. So much incredible action here as these players prepare to go to the LCQ. I mean, Marvelo, one of those players, I believe, who's going to be trying their mettle at one of those LCQ spots.
Absolutely. And you already saw for the majority of the round start here between these two, jockeying for position for a significant combo. Burst finally spent from Marvelo here.
Ooh, BRC overhead. Classic, we've been seeing that since the beginning of time. And now, once again, SQ just able to put it to such good usage. Oh my goodness, here come the left rights. Telling you, this rope has gotten so much mileage. I gotta say, Zero, all of these new moves have put in so much work for their respective characters.
You know, I couldn't agree more. And I'm certainly waiting for that Sidewinder to come back for Sword. You know, we get that back?
Hey, you never know, they might give us the Thrive version of Sidewinder. They said they wanted to keep them all original, but you know, we could see that same function of going for those crazy air routes.
You know, that's fair. If it's all original, then maybe we go for something else.
You never know, you could have like
a
wide
riot
signed
stand. Right side.
Get something like that going on. Like, see, it's not Sidewinder, guys. I'm telling you. Oh, goes for the low this time. No fuzzy time coming out for SQ.
And look at the height. We're taking the sky route here so we don't get caught by an anti-air like a 5P.
Oh no, the 6P. Just gonna get barely cleared there by that Ram JS. Now Marvelo to find their way in. Garners the respective SQ. You see that makes no attempt to hit the rope at all.
Well, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I got the full send here with the swords. Just the refund. Yeah, side swap here.
Be plenty of damage. Decent amount, I'd say. gonna be able to get that safe jump as well.
Watch out. Meter available here, 100. It's Ram. You know what that means. All right, PRC, it's off the table. Safe neutral now.
Once again, we're back on the rope. You see SQ just trying to find some answer, trying to neutralize that to the best of her ability. Oh no, it's gonna get one more chance. Now doesn't have a sword to her name. Has to play some strike throw. Finds a way out of the 6H. Really good stuff here. I love that. Uses the rope to just get out of the corner. Goes for the Alpha Blade. And gets the JS. Not gonna find a way out though. One more interaction will do it. Jumps out. Gets a good catch. Gets a great DP in the throw. What a defensive sequence from Marvelo to take that game.
Yeah, again, if you want to tell of how this match was going to go, at least this first game, the opening gambit for these two, where they were really trying to position themselves well without giving up their ground. And we only saw about 25% on either side go away. And Marvelo was the first one to get that significant strike and understands how dangerous it is to be in close proximity to Ramlethal. And utilizing that tightrope, the aerial, just the high tightrope there to make that forward approach, try to avoid getting called out, and setting up those left rights.
Man, it's just such good stuff from Marvelo so far. Like, I feel like, I mean, we all saw the tweets. He's like, listen, y'all aren't ready for this rope tech that I've been discovering. And so far, I don't think SQ is ready, you know, especially for someone to use it at this caliber, with this amount of mastery. Like, this is something that you just can't get in NA so far.
Oh my god. Tap dust after the guard crush there. That strips a burst there from Marvelo. And there it is. Because we're at full screen range though, so you have like a fraction of a second longer to try to get that anti-air, right? With that JP.
Go. Once again, converting that air to air. Getting those big conversions from just about anywhere on the screen as long as that rope is active.
Sure. Rush here, goes to the 2L. Maybe a little bit of time before you get a sword back, but look at the sequence, building up the risk and finds the opportunity to go for that DP.
Here we go. Close slash to close it out. Nothing new to Marvelo. But now going for a bit of those more hard reads. 6P on the round start, but now getting back all the way into the corner. Yo, so much damage.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my gosh.
That should be, oh, unless you burst. Oh, but dropped out a little bit early. I cursed it, excuse me.
Oh man, not able to finish the blade.
Rift out of there. Yeah, that 5P was ready to snipe.
There we go. Round 3 coming out here now. This is truly anyone's game. Marvelo looking to secure this, get a huge lead. And SQ on the other side trying to maintain the status quo. Get that 1-1 game. Such a scary spot for both players. I mean, especially with how dominant SQ is looking in this round. Has to survive. The fabled SQ offense is looking like it's not going to be enough. Windshield wipers are enough to take it. And now SQ is going to tie up the set.
Oh, it's 1 apiece, and it's a grueling set thus far. Not as explosive as you might expect on paper, right? The damage output from Ram alone is a sight to behold. We saw that one sequence in, what was it, round 2 there against Marvelo. Just so much damage on the table, and this can end in a flash. And that's why you see, again, that caution from Marvelo here, picking their opportunity at precise moments, and yet still SQ making those small adjustments to stop the offensive sequence. Wild Assault does strip a little burst.
It might be worth that 50 a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at the damage coming out there from just 3 hits. You can't let those DPs rock too often. And now this is for sure gonna kill SQ now, taking that momentum.
Nice throw. On for those plus frames again. Oh, just outside the range for that 5K interruption. That would have been huge.
Yeah. Love to see it. Rock coming out there for the extension, but a great DP from Marvelo. Just trying to even up the tides. Wild assault conversion from SQ is going to take Marvelo back through the wall, tacking on some damage in the process, and now Marvelo is stuck in the corner. Has to find a way out when it seems like there aren't very many, if any at all.
Up here, nice. Locking Chipp away from trying to get that 5p anti-air. Backdash away from 2K. There's your gold burst. Marvelo trying to gain a little bit of an opportunity here. Nice low tap dust to extend further. Not killing off this route, but we're going to get that positive bonus here that helps out if Marvelo can survive.
Uh-oh. Good to not bite off. The air throw might have come out there, but you know, good on them for not attempting to go for it, but the cross up anyway.
Yep, another sword toss here. That 2-1 lead right there from SQ. It was a tough call with that gold burst, though. I mean, trying to make something happen with that positive bonus, it was definitely a investment well spent for Marvelo. It was just trying to, again, with 50 tension on the table from SQ, would have been tricky because that drift approach is kind of what you're guessing in the neutral. But that gave opportunity for Marvelo to potentially build up at least a little over half of their own burst gauge, have another bit of tension there to press on offense to put themselves in that third round. Unfortunately, did not break down that way. And look at SQ, the adjustment there, not being called out by the left-right. We chased down on this Chipp.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking incredible so far for SQ. Despite the same amount of burst gauge, he doesn't have full control of the match. I say that Marvelo just puts SQ in the corner now. Such a scary spot, but uses the RC, tries to turn the tides, and not only turns the tides, but tears the side of the screen as well, sending Marvelo through the corner now this time.
RC. Nothing come from SQ. She's not going to give up her meter quite yet. And there we go. Yeah, send it with Red RC to carry a little bit further. Let's finish the round here. SQ is on match.
So looking like the Strive refs gonna give Marvelo another chance at life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. Let's go.
Scooped up. Lord have mercy.
People are saying no burst, but you know what? Like I said, Marvelo's gonna take what he can get, and now has momentum. In this first round,
we off to the races, folks.
Oh my goodness.
Burst off the table for SQ right now. Trying to fight back. The cross up? Good lord.
Uh-oh. SQ said, I'm gonna show you this round was not a fluke, but Marvelo trying to pull it back from the ashes, goes for the overhead. Is this gonna kill? Not quite, has one more touch. Uh-oh. No windshield wipers on the way down. And the dash back in. That's round number 1-0. It can happen. It can happen right now. Uh-oh. Oh, but gets the rock out. And now the throw. Kansas City was down 28 at half. Scores 2 in the third quarter after a clutch. After the most clutch flag you could ever see. Oh no. A burst bait will do it here. Gets the burst out though from SQ. And this is gonna count. We're going to a game 5. Literally from the ashes of defeat, and now it's an even set.
I can't look, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm about to be sick. I'm about to be sick, bro.
SQ, I'm not gonna lie.
She didn't have a choice. She didn't have a choice.
I know. I'm just saying this would be crazy. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Will the timeline correct itself?
What?
Or will Marvelo put on the purple hair, put on the drip, become the drink, and change the future? There's only 2 options, 0.
I'm losing my mind right now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like on the verge of tears right now. Like,
oh my. No. I absolutely. I don't know. This is such a bad situation for us. I'm actually just speechless right now. Like
this is the thing. I already pressured into the corner. This is plus range for Marvelo right now. Massive risk. Danger?
No.
Don't worry about it. I got a PRC for you. And look, if you get touched, that's a mortal counter.
Oh my gosh. Now we gotta ask after this set's over, does Vol lie? I don't know.
Another rope here, swordless. Nice chase down here from SQ.
Letting Marvelo do the shenanigans right in front of her. Oh, the 6P!
Yo, Marvelo is pressuring with a whole new lease on life right now. Like, this is the most insane refuel, re-energized Marvelo who's about to lose their entire health bar in just a moment here. Flashback, do not disconnect, I swear to God.
Oh my goodness. This reminds me of when people, they're basically on the edge of their life. They go back, buy a motorcycle, start like going to the gym. Like they're like, I got a whole new set of years ahead of me. I can do whatever I want and I'm gonna live life to the fullest. That's Marvelo right now.
Marvelo woke up like Undertaker in this game. And then suddenly just got tossed right back down. Wait a minute, massive lead for SQ. This is on the cusp of trying to close out JH.
Uh-oh.
Nice
no,
cross up to JS. Stagger, watch out. We do have 100 tension there, and SQ about to get shattered. No meter.
Oh, this is scary. This is so scary for SQ right now. Even though you have 100 bar, it's so easy to just spend ghost. There we go, I like that. Goes for the YRC.
What a 2K back! No. There is a burst available, and we do spend it.
You have to spend it. That's the only way that you can get out of here. Oh, 5K is coming out in a flurry.
Oh, the chase down, not able to finish the job.
Get a kill! Oh no.
There's burst available here in just a moment for SQ, but she's not going to get it tied up in rounds.
His last game, last round. Marvelo literally had a 99.9% chance to lose, and now it's looking like an even set, except for the fact that SQ is going to go ahead and get yet another wall break, another positive bonus. But Marvelo trying to show off the clutch G right now. SQ wants to put a stop to it.
Unblock the server now!
Quick the router, get it!
Call time game!
Oh my god!
Maintenance!
And get over That's just gonna get caught! And the timeline stays the way that it intended!
Oh my god!
Marvelo putting up an incredible fight, but SQ says, listen, there was a reason why I was up in the first place, and closes it out against Marvelo between Oni's very own Walter and DomiWurld.
Mankind knew that they cannot
lead.
Duel 1.
Oh wow, alright, gonna get right on into this.
Oh my god, the cross up? Wait a minute, you trying to take to the skies. Nice counter hit off the compel, and had a conversion for corner carry there.
Immediate JH coming out there from Walters, utilizing something better buttons. Oh, no disc necessary, it seems. Still gets the hit, opens up DomiWurld, and is gonna get that septum. Sorry, the wing, excuse me. Septum's a little disc. Not gonna matter though. Great IB coming out here on the Artemis. Low slash coming out here. Oh my goodness, so much meter being spent, 150 bar. Coming out worldwide, and there it comes, Haircar. Gonna go ahead, close out game number 1. There we go, throw is teched. And the burst now comes out from Walter. Gonna be playing this full screen game. Neither player really wants to go in like that.
Nice close slash here, stagger pressure. It's almost at a full cross under, and trades in favor for Walter. How did you be so right yet so wrong at the same time? Unfortunate for Tomi, but still able to recover there. Hoof stomp finishes the job. The fact that you had DP locked in the moment Walter left the ground, it's so unfortunate that it was a jump back from Walter, not a jump forward.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. So, I'm telling you, we're just seeing so much APM for both these players. It's something that usually don't expect from too many Sin players, or at least you shouldn't, you know. I mean, Sin players like to press their buttons, but no. Domi seems to be doing a great job of keeping up with Walter, even despite this high-octane gameplay. Oh, just as I say that, that throw comes out here. Great DP by Domi. Once again, keeping him out of the skies. Oh, wow. So much damage coming out of here just from that one hit alone. Good block coming out here from Domi. There we go.
Actually, ooh. What the pickup there. Nice finish here for Walter. First game up.
Keeping it nice and simple. And there we go. Got Millia Rage, piloted by, once again, Oni's own Walter, going ahead, taking that first game.
A little bit of a cleanup there, too. Honestly, some great movement to start things off here. Of course, Walter had to work so hard to try to get to this point here, right? Of course, going down against Jack on the winner's side here. Let's see if we can still return the favor. Try to rise to the ranks. Of course, not unfamiliar territory. Brown's start Herikar, though, is interesting. Without any resources to help you out, losing burst very early.
Yeah, I mean, Walter, I feel like, you know, just wanted to get Domi off of it as quickly as possible. There's so many good benefits to bursting early against Sin. And Walter, of course, I mean, if there's anyone who would know that, it would be the man himself, so. Yeah. Once again, look, building up a slight little life lead. Really wanted that burst to come out from Domi, but not able to get it so far. Might not get it here either. Just going to go ahead and take that advantage into the next round.
Ooh, 16 counter poke here, but still going to get that slash counter hit. Whoa. That was some max rate.
Yeah. 11 to 6H, getting that optimal little wall break. Oh, going right underneath the 5K. Such a scary spot here. Now Domi has to go through the wall. Wants to maintain that meter though. Very curious to see what that's about. No need to bait the burst just yet.
One more touch. See, I mean, honestly, next hit is all that you need. Burst withstanding. Oh, but wait a minute. Nice blocks.
Oh, yeah.
We get
Tried to do
punish them. Yeah, too far away.
Tried to do the classic, you know, oh, I'm going to punish this, so I'm going to get frame trapped by the Tyrant Barrel. Great stuff from Walter, just acknowledging that that's a scenario and gets rewarded for the game with it. Once again, that game sense from Walter awarding him yet another push towards a lead.
Absolutely huge turnaround here. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about the tension is so different after like the edge of our seat set, and we go over to this one where we can calculate exactly what's going on between these two, because like that risk was very real in the last set here, and it's still very much real with $1,000 in that Matcherino pot, right? So Walter,
these are games we take it seriously for sure.
We're straight business right now, cleaning up a massive chunk of health over DomiWurld right now.
No.
Ooh, actually trade out there. Nice compel cross up. Got the heavy to finish the job. Match point for Walter. DomiWurld seems at a loss for what to do on defense right now.
Yeah, it's defending against Walter is such a bad time. You know, he has the basic stuff down, but at the end of the day, like, sometimes you're gonna get hit by the gimmicks. Like that's just how it works playing against this guy.
Funky. Counter poke, and this is a beautiful spot right now for Domi. Oh my goodness.
Clean hit going through the wall. One more interaction will do it. Great mash on that hoof stomp though.
Tried to 2P the pass through coming from Walter. Still got caught by Artemis.
Oh wow. Okay. Great tech.
Trying to hold on to this burst for the next round. Walter gonna get the knockdown with the disc setup. Capel with the launch. And just send the full combo here. You may as well.
Yeah, this is looking real bad here for Domi.
You see the swing?
Man.
It was just constant. JS.
Oh.
You're gonna run into one of my swings eventually.
Said I got a JS of my own.
JS, HS, anything will do as long as I connect.
There we go. I'm trying to lock this down. Gets the burst though. Could be the start of trying to come back in this set as a whole, but definitely a good advantage to have in this game so far.
Backdash into trouble though. The JH gonna connect. You ran out of room to run away.
Continuing to play on these blocks. This should be it. If the septum will kill, and it does. A clean 3-0 from Walter. Gonna be advancing on to those loser semis. Especially with games that go as long as Marvel Rivals, it's like there's just so many logistical things that can go wrong.
Oh, here we go. The loose side set here. Gonna have SQ up against SkullDuggers.
Gotta see what SkullDuggers can do. Has been a miracle worker all afternoon. Now has to try and keep it going here against SQ, who is a staple in these tournaments.
Absolutely. Delayed 2 L's here. Don't worry, it's not 3-0 quite yet. We're still putting in work. 5K, nice RC to convert for bigger damage. He had the recess to add additional damage. Not quite getting that shatter that we're looking for, but probably all the better here for SkullDuggers, honestly, until SQ, she finds a way out.
All the items might still be on the table. Tries to go for the first. Not going to find it, though. This should kill. Barely gets the wall break, and SQ is going to take the first round.
Another rock. Let's drop the sword.
Go. Plus 20 in your grill. Not the spot that you want to be in, especially when you're taking that much damage for it. SkullDuggers is on the back foot. Maybe even a little bit more so on the back pinky toe, it seems like. Super gonna go ahead and take it there. SQ game number 1, locking it up nice and tight.
Good run. Explosive way to finish that perfect, too. All right, well. Do the thing I taught you at Frosty Ducks. What is that, Jellyish? Tell me. Put it in chat. I dare you. I dare. Do it. SQ's watching. I mean, tell me.
Duel 1.
Just messing with you. I'm messing.
Yeah.
I'll know it when I see it. Wow.
I'll be on high alert. I feel like when it comes to Faust, like I feel like I've seen it all, so we'll have to see.
I mean, when you say something like that, that just leaves it open. Is this the thing? Okay, now is this the thing? Like, come on, come on. Avoids the recess call from the trumpet here, and ends up losing sword for it. No burst on either side.
Okay, goes for the throw there. Finally gonna see more of that patented SkullDuggers item play coming out. Oh my goodness, what a correction there with the PRC. Gets yet another Afro. Now on the side of SQ.
Crush here, and honestly, if you keep this offensive sequence, nice 6H with a rock to pick it up.
Yeah, whenever you get hit by that 6H, you can just kind of kiss the round goodbye. Pretty much regardless of what health you're at, what the meter situation looks like. It just does so much damage as a starter. There we go. Now we have the bomb on the way. Oh my goodness, what a sequence of bomb tennis by SQ. Not gonna quite be able to find it though. Finds Mini Faust. Very curious to see what SkullDuggers is going to try to cook up here with this Afro. It's always so tempting when you're on Faust to go for immediately proccing that Afro. That's why you got to be patient.
Oh man, Mortal Bot doesn't push away.
sitting here at that far slash range, such a prominent area for Faust to be at. Now we're sitting back in mid screen.
Whoa, what a block of the burst! Are you kidding me, SQ?
Oh my goodness, and now SQ's gonna go up 2-0. What an untimely burst by SkullDuggers.
She's a god. She's a god. What do you want from us? She's just a god. That's goddess, excuse me.
I can't lie. I have no idea how she was able to block that burst. But you know what? Maybe, just maybe, that may have been an error on SkullDuggers' part. Maybe recognized the IED just a bit too late, wasn't able to get that guaranteed burst. And SQ having the awareness to just hold back there. You know, really good work there by SkullDuggers. I mean, by SQ, excuse me.
With the backup of the sword. Like, she just already had preemptively set it up. Excellent approach on that air dash. Like you said, just, man, you would hope that your burst would save you. Well, it's not. Windshield wipers already? Rough start here. Stop. Item toss within the prime real estate of Ramlethal with a heavy slash.
Yeah. Man, these slash normals from Ram are just so nuts. They control so much of the screen, especially considering how small the Strive screen is compared to games like Exerd. Whoa, good block. Hey, my
What
bad.
a blur. What a blur. The blue blur coming through.
He goes for the jab. Not going to amount to much here. Great 5H coming out from SQ. Carnage on that combo and 7 white letters to pair with it.
Yeah, tries to go for the shimmy there to call out that explosion so we get a full conversion. Still succeeds.
Oh, this is just looking so bad for SkullDuggers right now. Good block on the tap dust though. Could give him another shot at life, and that's not gonna be it though. Still has room for one more deflect shield. Will it be enough?
Nice block. Bomb has been swallowed.
Oh. Look at this patient play coming out from both players.
Yeah, SQ, she has that life lead with all the resources in the world. Just need to press the issue.
Oh.
The left, right. My goodness.
Ooh.
SQ. 3-0 victory over SkullDuggers. Plenty of pools. Lots of great fun to be had. But here we are. Winners finals. Jack versus RedDitto here.
Duel 1.
Wait a minute, am I going back to season 1? Hold on, because it used to be like RedDitto and SQ lined up for matches in top 8s. All the time, it was mirror matches.
And now, you see RedDitto able to find his way through this insane 180-man bracket. Finding his way, guaranteeing that top 3 finish.
That's a nice take-home pay right there.
Oh yeah, no, that's a guaranteed calm little date with Benjamin Franklin and some change. There we go. Gonna go ahead for the Deus Ex Machina. Such a good ender there. Gets all the bullets, but doesn't even need them because we're going right to the next round. Gotta be refilling all on their own.
Roll. Ooh, get me out of here, says RedDitto.
I mean, every once in a while, you gotta just get out of there, right? Look at this. It just feels like Jack knows exactly what he needs at every single turn. Gonna get those bullets back, and look how much concentration he has to work with, Zero.
Yes, indeed. Just slim pickings. We got a Brain Blast available. We don't even need it. Final touch. Jack takes the dub for the first game.
This is incredible stuff coming out here from Jack. I mean, I feel like this is just what we come to expect from Jack at this point. What was it? By the time of 2024, 20 total TNSs. Like, that's just incredible. Like, come on.
Online warrior by pure definition alone, and comes offline, their first offline, that Evo. The fabled story, right? Still kills it. Nice 2K. That's the round start here. Stop sign for Jack's approach. Nice 6P at the last moment.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, story of Jack is just so nuts, right? Comes on, becomes a menace in the online scene, goes offline for the first time, and at 2 majors has not seen a placing below the top 5, and that's including EVA.
Drift up. Man,
Block.
trying to go for the high-low, and yet still Jack able to block it all out here. Unfortunately, still goes down. RedDitto cleans up.
Finding a round of his own here. But at what cost? That burst is gone. Should be getting it back with relative ease here against Happy Chaos, you know, kind of a burst merchant. But, you know what? Jack says, you know what, I don't even need you to get that burst back. I don't even care, because I know that I have what it takes to open you back up.
Yeah, different type of approach here from Jack. As you recall, against the Walter set, like, Jack had such a swagger about them. Like, just really confident in every sequence here. Jack now being a little more cautious. Oh, almost stuck in a throw right there. Backdash, still able to get another throw pick up here on the recovery. Side swap, JS!
What a corner steal. Goes for the bullet, says, I'm not even going to let you throw me. I'm just going to go ahead and take that round as well. We're all tied up in the round count, but Jack still has that first game on lock. Oh no.
Counter hit. 6H. Oh my god, this damage? What?
Oh my god. I'm telling you, that 5H starter is definitely not a 4-3 reckon with. This is gonna for sure kill. Not even a question. And RedDitto closes out the second game with a perfect, saying, I know you've been hyping up Jack this entire time, but I am still out here and I am still fighting.
So true, so true. I apologize, RedDitto. Let's put some respect on RedDitto's name. RedDitto has been killing it even at the launch of this game, still has committed to this Ramlethal, much like SQ, right? Like, you think about, like, Ramlethal and these two players are both out here putting in that work, and to see RedDitto this high up in this very competitive top 8, it's definitely testament to their skill. A stash up block, but opens up that close slash counter hit.
Maybe wants to keep RedDitto in the corner. I see the vision, you know, doesn't want to give him that wall burst back. Goes for the roll under. And yep, once again, doesn't want to go for that wall slump. Would be giving RedDitto yet another opportunity to burst and try and take it this game. With the Rams' explosive offensive power, definitely not a smart move, and Jack picking up on that.
Here, snuck in. That was dastardly. I couldn't even see Ram. I didn't even see that she was close enough because of that explosion for the sword. And surely Jack wasn't ready for that either. Our crush block is still going to be as RedDitto's turn. Almost had. Almost.
The 2S, though, going to go ahead and close it out. Had the gun on lock. Said, you know what? I don't even care if you block this. It's still going to be plus in your face. Feels like this game has been so back and forth, right? It's like, it seems like first RedDitto has momentum, then Jack gets out, Jack takes RedDitto to the other side of the screen, suddenly has the momentum. Like, it feels like we aren't playing too much neutral, and that's not because the players are particularly, like, you know, unaware of how to play it. It's more so that each character is just that dominant.
Doesn't save too much here, but the drift with the JS. And you saw a little bit earlier that sequence there, no concentration. As I called out, Jack, even without concentration, is still a lethal threat.
Huge burst of damage there at the end. Ends up taking his second game of the set, trying to find his way to this winner's side of Grand Final, secure himself 200 bones. Absolutely insane.
Get into this game number 4. And yeah, it is, as you said, that momentum back and forth between these two. Just tries to get some space. Nice. Bar slash and does get the gunshot immediately.
Here we go. Once again, sword tosses are coming out. RedDitto doesn't have much in terms of resources. Jack getting the Hail Mary far slash. And now it is starting this ever so potent offense. Huge starter there on the 6K. Gonna get the curse. Gonna have full resources just about. This is looking like a real bad scenario for RedDitto.
Back, slash again here. Takes a steady aim. We're at the final round. Potentially match point.
Oh, the whiff punish on the far slash. Good stuff from RedDitto.
I can't believe the tip of that slash actually connecting against Jack for a counter hit. Early burst and no time to build it back up here unless we get that. Yes, we do. Side swap shattered.
Love that from Jack. Just wants to prioritize getting that positive bonus. Wants to rebuild on these resources, even if he ends up losing the round, because look at that. Now that burst is basically back to full.
Nice 5K interrupt on the run, and the windshield wipers whiffs entirely.
I can't say I've ever seen that happen. Such a bad beat.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Full burst available for Jack, but so it is for RedDitto. No meter on the side of Jack, and the roll, there's your burst. Respect this corner with the defense from Jack, and the 6P to snipe out the far slash. What a bet from RedDitto.
RedDitto said, I'm down, but I'm not out. Doing everything that he can to try and secure these games. The 6P doing exactly as intended. Here we go. Gonna go ahead, run that wall slump pressure just the one time. Wants to get that bullet back on the board, back in the gun, and now set himself up for a one-touch scenario.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. Yeah, you can't see what Jack is doing. It's darned if he...
SQ, coming off of a bit of rest, and once again the momentum, but so is Walter, so this is really looking like it could swing either way.
See here, that distance beginning already. A grounded game from Walter, which is interesting. Bad mood though. All right.
Really hard to meet. It's really hard to meet Ram in particular up in the air in this matchup. Has things like the JP to cover that approach, JS, so many prominent air buttons. So this grounded play from Walter already paying off these dividends. Look at the amount of damage he was able to secure.
Positive bonus just hanging out, full screen. I already have all the life lead that I need. Don't need to overextend myself. We do that quick, sneaky 2K and throw.
Gets the JH. Brand new change makes that ever so prominent. And now Walter has SQ relatively on the back foot here. Still has burst available. You gotta see when SQ wants to use that. Man, it's looking like we're not even gonna need it at all at the start. YRC coming out. Great block by SQ though. Walter has no resources to keep this going.
Tap dust. Good block here. Walter, unfortunately, get duffed by the sword explosion and tap dust.
Real scary spot here for Walter. SQ just trying not to get counter or the counter thrown into the corner. Now it's looking like the scary spot for SQ. Gets the 2K though. You might see a burst here from Walter to secure this. It's looking like that's not going to be the case though. SQ able to close it out despite the unfortunate back throw.
Just to strip a little bit off that. Nice! Actually, command dash. But what a jail out with the JP from SQ. You know, she takes that mid-screen range here to counter against the approach from Walter. Except this one here off the Capel. Losing ground and tries to get that cross under, but the JH does stop SQ from making that retreat.
Once again, going through the wall. Didn't quite have enough for that hard knockdown, so we're going to have to settle for the Artemis instead. Cannot escape the beauties of BRC down. Has been putting in so much work at the top level.
Rush again, 2K, nice lift off. Shatter here, and still anyone's round. Resources on the side of Walter here, but no burst to save you for the game. SQ will take that first one.
I mean, honestly, gotta give props to Walter. Like that was a relatively long game considering the matchup. Like,
oh yeah,
If you get touched once on Millia against Ram, especially, you know, if it's one of those hits that sets up a corner scenario, like, you can almost kiss the round goodbye, but Walter has been navigating this neutral and making it so tough for SQ to keep up. But she's able to secure the W here in game number 1.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it is that fear, right? But also, remember that game when Walter had earned that substantial lead and just gave a wide berth to SQ. Like, Walter is just waiting for SQ to make an approach, to make that interruption here, but on the opposite side, SQ, she also did the same thing going in game 2 and 3. This one here, nice counter hit to start things off, or at least just a counter attack against the approach from Walter.
Walter looking for an opportune time to burst there. Man found it getting it early, just wants to have a scenario where he can get that burst back as early as possible. Looks like Walter wasn't a Wesson there. My 2 hit close slash enjoyers, make sure you ROS off CS1.
Hold on. Oh, no block, nothing. Just take the L.
Really just wanted to make sure that SQ didn't get any of her resources back. Oh.
Nice now the 6H. Meter available here. Gonna have to Monobato.
Because now you look at the scenario and you're like, imagine if SQ had her burst available, had the Wild Assault. This game would be as good as gone. Now, despite the life lead, there is still a chance that Walter can bring this back with a tricky scenario. Gets the low going. Finds one more touch. She'll get the hard knockdown. And now this is looking like it's anybody's game. Will Walter be able to crack open that SQ defense? Doesn't get it on the low, gets it on the high though, and closes out the round with a throw. What an offensive display by Walter.
Dash up. Not quite the slash that we want here. Walter with a quick interrupt. Very quick burst from SQ though. Corner carry off a bit.
No luck on the low there for SQ. Walter able to find his way out. SQ trying her best to get out of the scenario. Great quick thinking from SQ though. Make sure to put the Walter right back in the corner. Deflect shield isn't going to do much good though.
Yeah, that deflect shield being shot by the sword toss here. SQ again with the quick just conversions here, just the quick interactions with the call out from Walter here, make that dash, even make that guard cancel, but SQ starting to lose control.
Yeah, definitely had the reins in game number 1, but now Walter, I mean, showing off a semblance of what we saw earlier on with that nice comeback. Oh no, SQ goes for the corner swap. It's successful. Not going to be enough to kill though.
Again, side swap with the guard cancel, pushing for corner here.
Oh no.
It works out for SQ. She's going to be able to close this gap. What an interrupt with that 2P. Are you kidding me?
What a match coming out by Walter. It's always so scary to mash there, especially with a 2-0 scenario on the line. But finds a way to sneak it in there and finds a way to close out the second game. Honestly, we're seeing the back and forth matchup that I was expecting. Like I said before, it's literally anybody's set to take, not some of these clear-cut ones that we saw before. It's good to realistically go to a game 5 just like that Marvelo and that Fubuki set.
Hell cross up here. Not a substantial amount of damage for that start, of course, but ooh, quick jump. Couple JPs here to bring it down.
You gotta be so careful when you're navigating that airspace against Millia. Even though I said,
Blur does get the opener here with the high peak.
No point when discussing that scenario when you got Ram on your tail hitting you with those overheads. Oh, what a jab once again. So many good mashes coming out from both sides here. Just knows exactly what the opponent wants to do and able to blow it up.
Ooh. I don't think we thought that approach was going to reach at that range here. Jump out, scissors. Wonderful close slash here with the launch. No
Right into
meter,
the wall.
but look at the damage that you get off the windshield wiper anyways with the shatter. And we get this
I love
wide
that.
berth to try to call that anti-air approach potential from Walter. The fact that it doesn't come out, fire the beam, let's wrap up this round. That's a game for SQ.
Easiest kill of SQ's career, I'll tell you. Had an incredible starter, had the meter. So you know what? It's gonna be real easy to close this out and get this game 2 on the board for me. Now only has 2 rounds to go or get into that losers finals.
I mean, honestly, Walter just trying to navigate the space against SQ. I mean, she's been taking that step back to make solid callouts against that approach here. Nino Judah, thank you so much for the raid. We greatly appreciate it.
Yep, shout outs to that. Coming through with all the viewers. Hope the stream was good. We've been hanging out here in TNS. So many crazy things have happened so far. Here we go. Oh, gets the extension off of the super. There we go. Love the Artemis taking him through the wall. SQ has one more chance of life. Finds it there with the far slash. Now he's going to be able to take Walter all the way to the other corner. But for the low, once again, a great 2P to get that big stuff out of here. You are only running real nicks on me or you are going to lose.
There's those small moments right there that really give Walter so many opportunities to try to make these comebacks here in the set. Burst for corner position. That's a fine spot to be. Artemis off the wall to extend further. Damage.
Plenty damage.
Super.
A rare combo. You don't see that combo too often because you need very specific starters to get that full extension. So, interesting little piece of Millia tech history. That one's not a mystery, though, I'm telling you. You want to talk about history? They've been doing that since the beginning of time.
Nice chase down here. A quick 2K. You have your low set up again. Bad Moon does get blocked. SQ's defense immaculate right now.
Oh my gosh, gets out of that scenario unscathed. Actually, quite the opposite. Gets out with a great scenario. Not going to be enough to kill, but enough to make things nice and even.
Push again.
Man, SQ able to close out that round. What a comeback.
And nice. Again, look, that movement from Walter, being able to slide right through sword tosses to alleviate some of that pressure, gain opportunities like this. A massive life lead going to the final round of game number 4.
Here comes Walter. Has a huge life lead. Ooh. SQ only has a meter on deck.
That's solid 6P. Immediate burst. Doesn't want to give up our advantage here. What a chase with a double jump.
Oh my goodness. This is such a scary spot for Walter.
Oh!
Tries
Did not see the snipe. That sword was huge.
Oh no, now one more touch for both sides. Walter has 100 meter to play with though. Definitely not out of this just yet. Gets the throw. This should be it, and Walter finds the damage. And it is. We are going to another game 5.
Okay, nice pickup here from Walter.
I'm really excited to see what these players are gonna do going into this last game. As I've seen so far, it's just about even. It feels like it's whoever gets that first touch runs away with the round. No real adjustments need to be made neutral. No real adjustments need to be made on defense, as both these players are playing incredibly in these 2 avenues. It's just got to be who can fathom those last couple hits to close this set.
Go back away here. JS, Capel. Here it is, close slash. Red RC try to get the cross under.
Finds his way to the other side.
Just outside the range. Look at that. Another jump immediately after touching the ground. Falls out the attempt from SQ to try to snipe the pre-jump frames.
Walter's running away with his first round. Finds it with the hair car as well, and Walter is now on set point.
Okay, come on. Hair car round
What?
start.
What? Sends the hair car, and it seems to work in Walter's favor. Not that anybody was expecting it. Nobody was expecting that though either, and now it's such a scary spot for SQ. Walter has the meter to close this out. Deflect shield isn't enough. The JKs meet SQ in the air and takes it off of a perfect.
SQ and RedDitto. And I, again, remember back in season 1, those two both went back and forth in terms of records. I don't have offhand like what it was, but like I remember when we were tracking it for a while, like they were neck and neck in terms of sets here. So if you're talking about equivalent strength but slightly different playstyle, RedDitto is definitely a very interesting style that has high aggression.
Oh yeah, I mean, SQ loves just taking those neutral situations, converting them into that patented offense. But RedDitto takes such a more aggressive and almost angry approach towards the neutral game. Tends to find itself in those advantageous scenarios all the time.
RC guard crush tapped us a little bit early. Car for corner carry here, not too far off in terms of life lead here. There it is. Let's take the shatter moment. Not enough to kill here. Soft knockdown. There is meter available, but the dash up 2 feet. Come on. Yo, that's sick.
Well, look at what Walter is doing. Just says, you know what? I'm not afraid to run into you as Millia. Listen, these glass bones and paper skins may stop a normal man, but I am no normal man. Walter able to take the first game in losers final.
Chasing the fuzzy guard for Walter here. That tap dust. Nice quick run up 2K.
There you go. Jumps out. Not able to skip the ID though. Good pickup from Walter this time. Still has some more of that Wild Assault gauge left just in case. We're finding use case for the Wild Assault. Not gonna matter though. Has the burst on deck. We already know we're not gonna spend it. Go. Finds the first slash as well, but it's not gonna convert. Now we are in a sticky spot here. Doesn't matter for Walter. Able to send that S-Disc and continue on to the promised land.
Right, at least a game up here, Walter. RedDitto still, I mean, honestly, trying to navigate the defense from Walter is a little tricky here because now you're really warmed up for that SQ set.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, now so familiar with fighting all of these characters' tools, not only just lifetime, but also is in the muscle memory right now. There we go. Got Walter once again. Putting RedDitto in the corner. Good back dash. Didn't quite get the sword back though. That's such a bad spot. There we go. Blows up the close slash. It's a heated discussion in the chat about May. Honestly, y'all got it. Got some Guilty Gear on the screen right now though. 2-piece coming out here from Walter. Now we got the burst. It's not gonna matter though. RedDitto not only losing the burst, loses the round as well. Walter's looking armed and dangerous versus Ram right now.
Absolutely. Got the record series here. Nice, quick 6P. Already got the throw for side swap here. Nice 2S.
Yeah, this setup is so dirty. Found a way to forego the disc, which people are now catch on to the fact that that was actually fake mix.
It depends upon your character, I feel like, too. Like, what tools you have to deal with that mixed potential from Millia, right? Like, some characters are a little better suited to kind of just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, once you get past that universal option fuzzy jump, which does beat anything that's trying to happen on the screen, regardless of the character you're on. You know, that's pretty options that Millia has, but you know what? That's why you got a player like Walter, who's that lab monster.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm hurt. Oh my goodness. I was just like jump scared by that Galvano, or the Mortabano, excuse me. Like,
yeah,
what
Mortabano anti-air sniping on Walter here. Up for round. Wait a minute, slash. That pressure continues. Nice cross up.
What a dash under. You see that from RedDitto? How to get out of the corner immediately.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we got that throw. 2K, quickly stand up for me. That guard cancel. Let's block on the tap dust. I don't think Walter's been opened up by one of those, and this is the risk, right? We saw this throughout the entire set against SQ, the command dash, the pass-through sword tosses.
Ooh. And just throws a big old 5H at you to close that out. RedDitto now getting a game on the board as well.
All right, so tied up here. A little better control here from RedDitto to kind of keep up with the pace against Walter. Maybe learning a thing or two from SQ, right, in terms of the command dash that we saw so frequently coming from Walter in that set.
Yeah, Mirage was getting its mileage. I mean, I've seen that move used like 3 different times I've never seen before, despite living in a region full of Millias in one set. Like, that just shows the extent of the tech that Walter is putting on display.
Right.
There we go. Gonna get into game number 3 here. Gotta see if RedDitto can continue to try and get that run back against Jack, or if Walter can continue this insane run that he's on right now.
The spin. Oh my goodness. That was a little scary here. That JS was really trying to deny that space coming from Walter with the close slash.
Yeah, I mean, that's just such a hard scenario to navigate. You know, but Walter's able to find his way out perfectly. There you go, though. Just gonna get more of that corner pressure going. The air throw coming out. What a great adjustment by Walter, though. Recognizes that RedDitto might try and go for an aerial action and just tries to do what covers it best. Once again, we are basically all tied up here. Only thing separating these two players, besides the character that they chose on the select screen, is the amount of burst gauge each of them has.
Just there. Look at this massive lead from Walter. Yeah.
It is huge, but it is Ram, but it is Walter on the other side.
Yeah, you know, perfect round here for Walter. Starting or going into this third game the same way that we started that one, right? That lead at the advantage here for Walter. 2-1 right now. As Walter threatens to make it back up to a run back against Jack, which was handled pretty well in favor of Jack, right? 3-0 victory there.
Oh, yeah.
But also RedDitto with the 3-1 against Jack. So both of them probably chomping at the bit for that run back here. Of course, the lion's share of this top 8 payout.
Oh, wow.
Good start. What a throw. A little bit too deep on the run here from Walter.
This is such a tragic spot for RedDitto now. Walter kind of getting his burst stolen, I'd say, in regards to the scenario.
Right.
Able to retaliate, though, take RedDitto's, and now is looking to be in an even better spot than ever. Oh, no. Yeah, there's no room to punish there. Just a bit too far away and not enough blocks done, but says, I don't need it. I've got my instincts. I've got throw. And now I've got one more round until I find myself in grands.
Oh my goodness, nice wild assault to get that 6H carry to the corner. RedDitto really trying to quickly catch up. Slash is how we start.
Oh, look at this. So much damage from RedDitto, and this is why whenever we acknowledge the life lead, I say, you know what? This can all turn back around in a matter of seconds. This character has such a high damage output already. Combined with that low Millia health becomes a nightmare.
Doesn't have the meter for super, but all right, watch out for the reversal opportunity here. Oh my God, we got that chase for the Bato again. You gotta watch out for it here because we've seen RedDitto really chase that down.
Okay. Once again, no West coming out here from Walter. Should be more than fine though. Not really expecting too many of those hits. Throw coming out once again. This has been getting everybody.
Here we go. Bad Moon. Nice pickup. Walter on the cusp of victory here. No resources on the table of RedDitto, but a slash the exact same way we stole away that round 2.
Oh no. Could this be the difference maker right now? Walter has enough help.
You're trying to 2P! There's your burst.
What the win? Stop! Wild assault from RedDitto! What a ballsy move, and it's rewarded with another game. We are going to another game 5.
Insane. Absolutely insane run here. That could have gone very south because that was supposed to be... I mean, honestly, after that 2P, thankfully that burst, that could have gone very differently here had we known that a wild assault was going to come our way against Walter.
Yeah, no, it's like that was sadly, you know, that burst bait is just so nuts to think about. Like, you know, I feel like we have that discourse within the community every once in a while, like, hey guys, how often should we bait burst? And you know, maybe he felt it in his bones, but you know, it was almost a disaster scenario for RedDitto. Oh wow. Oh, finds the dash block out once again. Once again, Walter able to find those mix-ups. Doesn't even need disc out, just find a way to hit you high-low regardless. Two D just barely not connecting. Uh-oh. Here comes H-Disc. Here comes the mix-ups that you know and love. Once again, huge life lead. Uh-oh. Could be one more setup. Goes for the gold burst. It's not enough. And RedDitto is going to fall again. Walter slays yet another Ram in game 5. Which again, some people do. You know, they play a little bit of mental math. Or, on the other end, you got to go ahead and congratulate this SQ on the run and thank her for the raid. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful stream.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Of course, thank you for trusting your community with us. But you can count the resources, as I said. Despite having all those resources available to you, and they're gone, Jack doesn't care. Super will reload here. Not going to kill quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, Jack has already had the control that we are seeing in those last couple games. Once again with the jabs, these jabs have been putting in so much work for either end here. Honestly, after these last 2 sets, Walter getting a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. You know, Walter putting on a bit of a show of his own. Jack believes in himself. Wants to get that burst out. Does it, but not in the way that he finds ideal. Oh wow, that 2K.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So much damage. Whoa.
Good way to kick off this round 2, but Jack does have some resources here outside of no burst. Nice, trying to draw with that 2S. It's such a threatening button. As I said, Jack is so willing to utilize all of the resources in their arsenal, not just in bullets, not in concentration, but the strong neutral tools that Happy Chaos has.
Oh boy. Now you gotta try to find a way to get this burst out.
Oh my god, you're not gonna.
Walter, you had burst. Not even gonna give it a proper chance. Just says, you know what, Jack's got it. Let's just go next.
We shall see. Again, just you can count the resources from Jack, but Jack isn't reliant on those. Jack is willing, again, to just apply mix. We see no concentration. We see no bullets. How do you fight this beast? And Walter has given it so much against these Ramlethal players. I'm sure we got something up our sleeve here for Jack.
Yeah,
Again,
I mean,
it's so antithetical to, like we said in the last time that these two cross paths and then we're side of top 8, that Millia can't necessarily jump around in this matchup because of the gunshot being able to push you away. Quite an air to air with that JK though.
There we go. Gets the cross through with the roll. We'll know it and love it. And the roll once again. Such a potent mix-up option. Finally connects on the tap, does. Oh man. Now saw so many more opportunities. Doesn't even need the rest of his concentration. What a display from Jack. No room to breathe for Walter in that sequence.
Guard crush it, close flash!
Oh no. Gets him in the strike throw. Scenario knows that Millia doesn't have the range to work with there and gets 70% for his troubles. What a sequence by Jack once again. Only has one bullet to his name though.
Oh no, what happened to JS? It didn't come through! Alright, side swap JH from Walter. Nice.
Ooh. There we go. Let's find one more scenario. Isn't able to block it out. Probably not gonna go for that burst. And Alexa not to. I definitely respect it. Want to keep it for this round. Give yourself another chance to get things set up and started. Kind of bursted on that one though. That would have been big damage and a great situation for Millia.
Stacker here, nice pick up with the, oh my goodness. Actually, I think we just got pre-jump off that. Same side roll, good block here from Walter.
Such a scary spot for Walter. You don't have any screen real estate to work with right now. You have to bank on a whiff punish. Oh, or the late JH. Able to give you another chance at life. Really crouches over it. And isn't expecting to end up on the other side. Walter should be huge. Does not find his way into anything. Has to get one more mix up through and does. This is gonna kill and this is gonna be a tied set.
Already it is doing better than what we did in the last set here for that first game up. Relentless. And you notice again, you know, it's not all just being worried about those resources because now it was just down to one bullet and Walter again just kept very close to avoid any opportunity for Jack to really feel comfortable setting up here.
Man, I mean, we said that Millia has very few options, but one thing that people fail to consider is that the moment that Millia touches you, she can run those mix-ups to eternity, especially with these brand spanking new setups that Walter was able to find.
And that's the thing of it, right? It's still possible. It's just a tall order for the character to do so well.
Gets the super out. With Jack, you're in a really interesting scenario right now. Able to find his way through. Like we said, just barely has enough concentration. Barely has the resources for every scenario. But still says barely is more than zero.
Oh, wow. Yeah, tough to block situation here. Dang!
Holds the gun, no fear coming out of Jack. Trying to get it again. Not going to be able to find it this time. Deflect shield is out. Finding his way out of that initial mix-up scenario. Taking him to World 1-1 right now. Gets the wall break.
Checked away too. Whoa! Caught low on that one.
Oh, doesn't have any bullets to his name. That's what we were saying before. Jack really has to work to try and get these bullets back.
I mean, look at this. We're trying to get that single touch. There's the JH counter hit. Holding it. Oh, we do get that burst. All right, and that gives room to reload. Drip to get a throw.
Oh no. Got three
That'll
back at
do.
the chamber. Got three back at the chamber. Oh no. So tough there. The moment that you get bursted, you're like, wow, he's gonna get 3 bullets. He's gonna be able to do Jack things again. And now Jack is up 2-1. Only 2 rounds away from a $400 grand prize.
Absolutely. So here we go. Potentially, this could be the final stop for Walter here, unless they have something to say about it.
Yeah, two more rounds, Walter, to try and bring this back to prevent this bracket from being over. Nearly midnight on these people's part of the world, so have been playing for 4 hours now.
Super. Smart scenario. And yeah, final touch here. No burst spent. We're trying to hold it on to that final round potential here.
Jack is looking so strong, but Walter seems to have the tools to at least take some rounds here. No concentration for Jack. Can make the mix-up so much worse. Look at this. Walter is just so scared to press anything to the point where the concentration is now back, and Walter's offense is back in accordance. Oh, moving around the screen. Doing it primarily from the air. Gets a throw. This could be the last setup.
There it is, the 5K quick reload, and that will do. I don't know, did we try 2P interrupt potentially there? Because man, oh man, what a 5K to call it out and a quick reload as we RC. Your champion of the night is Jack on this Happy Chaos, the champion to beat here at Tampa Never Sleeps Guilty Gear Strive.